Yo, what up, bussies? It's time for a new episode of Following Lucha, baby! This is a podcast where we talk about the show Lucha Underground, and then we talk about wrestling of the week of the episode airing that we're talking about, and then we talk about wrestling of this week. I'm your host, Steven. The other guy is Jacy. What up?
Yeah, what's up, bussies? I'm
What up,
glad that
bussy?
we didn't discuss who was like hosting this episode, quote unquote. So you just ran with it. I
assume.
appreciate it.
No,
Yeah,
I'm the
thank you.
host. I didn't know about it.
No,
Yeah.
you're right. You're right.
I assume you
feel
knew
like
it too.
Usually we discussed it a little bit. We try to remember,
No,
but
I remembered.
no, that's
Remember
good.
this week.
This is
That's
great
what you can get
news.
next week, dude. You get the special episode, you know?
I appreciate it. Yeah, next week will be
Yeah.
a Halloween special, guys. You
Be prepared,
excited
guys, to be spooky.
for
you
the
know?
episode that comes out. Is it after Halloween or does it come out right before
No, I think
Halloween?
it's during Halloween.
Halloween
like the day of.
day. You're right.
Yeah. It's even
Guys, it's
spookier.
Gonna be so
It's too
spooky.
bad the TikToks for that one's gonna be like way out of date. you know?
Well, you know, we'll save it for next year. Steven, what we will not
What
save
up?
for next year is our recap of Season 1, Episode 31 of Lucha Underground. We're wrapping
Oh
up.
my gosh. It's been
Season
31
1.
weeks of Lucha Underground. That's crazy, dude.
I was looking at our podcast when I was uploading all the stuff last week, just our regular episode, and I was typing out the title. 37, I think this one is.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
36 to 37 is when it feels like beginner podcast, like not very long, to holy shit, we've been doing this forever. So this
Well, most
episode...
podcasts die like now, right? Usually.
No,
like
most
before.
podcasts die after 1 week, man. Like it lasts 1 to 2
man.
episodes. Yeah.
That's
so
sad.
we made it. We made it. As far
Imagine
as
if
I'm
like we had a
concerned.
third host, you know, that'd really suck, man.
Dude, it's impossible to arrange these things with the two of us, because like I feel like I'm
Yeah.
always doing shit and making us rearrange, and then
Yeah.
the
What do you have
times
a
where I'm
life, dude? Stop getting a
It's
life.
tough. It's
you
tough.
know?
It's tough. But listen. We've
Okay.
made it 37 weeks now, and I feel like we are officially podcast veterans, Steven. Wouldn't you say
Let's
so?
go, dude.
Let's
Let's
go.
go.
But
I'm
we're
excited,
not
dude.
at episode 37 of Lucha Underground. Only episode
Get ready
31.
for the Following Lucha Awards, episode 52, guys.
Woo!
Probably
Why
won't.
episode 52?
That's a year, right?
Oh, we're doing it
Or-
on the year anniversary? I thought we were doing it like
Is it
end
for
of
our
the year.
anniversary?
I thought
Oh,
we were going to
maybe.
do it like end of
Maybe.
December. We do the Trevors.
Oh, that might be good. That might be
Yeah.
good. We'll do like best botch or whatever, best cuck angle.
Well, the Trevors, you know.
I feel like best cuck angle could unironically have like one like nomination every
for
year.
this year, yeah.
Just in general, like every year of wrestling can have like at least one nomination. You know, they win
really could.
automatically. Yeah.
It really could. It really could. Well, Steven, we need to talk about the Desolation of Drago, because that was the title of this
Oh my
episode
goodness,
of Lucha Underground.
that's crazy.
And why so wordy of a title? I feel like this is not the formula to success, you know?
Right? It should have been like triple threat match. You know?
Okay. Well, there's
Usually
some
it's how it
middle
should be
ground, you know? There's some middle ground between just the most literal
Triple threat for title.
Okay. No, you're right. But listen, this episode is from June 10th of 2015, and it starts off with a recap. As always, this recap reminds us that Chavo has kidnapped Black Lotus, banged her over the head, given her to Dario Cueto. Now Dario Cueto has her all captured, you know, so that's not good. That's like main lore Lucha Underground.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy, dude.
We're in a dark place right now, Steven. We're in a dark place.
Bane.
But why do I have any reason to cheer for Black Lotus? Like, how do I know her parents didn't deserve their
It's
death?
because. Wait, what? Yeah, what if her parents are like corrupt, like tax invaders? You know?
Yeah, like, what if they were trying to colonize South America? And then...
Yeah. What if they were like
Matanza-
Columbus too? You know, like the reincarnation of Columbus.
Exactly. They were trying to spread
You know?
smallpox to all of, like, Mexico. And then
Yeah.
the Cuetos stepped up, and the Cueto family was like, stop that. And they killed
And
her
they
parents.
fed them to their children.
Exactly. Oh my, Black
Guys, if you
Lotus
don't
ate
know-
her parents? Confirmed lore?
You don't know, guys. Cuerno's brother is like a monster in his basement
Well, in the cage, yeah. And
in a cage.
many references to the fact that that monster killed Black Lotus's parents. And
Is it a
stuff.
monster? We don't know still, guys. It could be just a dude, you know? It could be a baby.
It could be a little baby. It could
It
be.
could.
Who knows?
Yeah.
We have yet to see. We have yet to see. Oh, maybe that is it. What if Black Lotus's mom was giving birth to Black Lotus's sibling, and then there were complications with the childbirth?
You think Black Lotus ate her sibling?
Yes. Shades of the Young Bucks. Yeah, that's crazy. Precisely.
It's crazy, dude.
Precisely. Well, Steven, the other part of the recap for this episode is just a reminder.
Wait, how does that work? Do they actually just eat them like with the mouth, or they just absorb them?
I don't know how it works. Maybe a bit of both. You know,
like I doubt commit cannibalism. I don't know if they eat, right? They don't eat.
Well, they don't have teeth. They don't have teeth when they're in the womb.
So it's like an absorption thing, right? I assume, where like just like combine together, like bodies. They like cross pollinate.
Who's to say?
Fetus bodies.
To say, Steven. You know, I like to leave it
ambiguous. Are they cells at this point?
Embryos? I don't know. I'm not a biology major. I don't plan on having kids anytime soon. Do you?
Maybe, man. Maybe.
Oh,
you know,
wow.
One day.
Who's the lucky lady? Who's the lucky lady?
Myself. Asexual.
Okay. Wow.
You think we're gonna make like sex robots eventually? We can just like breed them and have like little robot children. People just want children but can't get laid.
Why can't you just adopt at that point? Like, or
I feel like I don't know. I feel like people just say just adopt, you know?
There are those ladies that you can pay that will carry your child for you, and they signed a contract saying, "I will not."
That was an episode. That was like a season of It's Always Sunny. I don't want that, you know.
You don't want that. Okay.
I don't want that.
I don't really know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. I guess the sex robot's the way to go.
Sex robots, baby.
Have you considered finding a partner, like a non-robot partner?
Dude, after COVID, dude, people don't want to
no, you're right.
Anymore,
we don't want to get COVID.
It's so hard. Right. We don't want COVID, dude.
Yeah. If you go on a date, you might get COVID, so you can only have sex with the robots.
I learned that Japan, they're like, hey guys, we're having like a crisis right now with like our population. We need to give more birth. And then I think some other countries like, yo, you should open your borders up so foreigners could fuck your people. And then Japan was like, no, we can't do that, dude. We can't do that.
Japanese people notoriously impotent? Like, why would they need foreigners to come in to be fertile? Like, why couldn't they just let foreigners come in?
I just think other countries
are
just horny for Japanese women or men, you know? I'm not Japanese, so I wouldn't know.
But you could also just, like, visit Japan and, like, get a prostitute if you're so desperate.
Prostitute's legal in Japan?
Probably not, but, like, it doesn't stop them from existing. You know?
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, isn't there like one place in, like, Las
activity.
Vegas that's like almost prostitution but not legally, like legally it isn't, but it is. I think it's like the Bunny Ranch or something.
Go to Europe if you want prostitution. Isn't like the red light district just like a thing, you know?
Is it? I never been to Europe for those.
It's like window shopping but for women, I think. You know?
Of men?
I mean, I'm sure there probably are men too. No, but
to impregnate them with?
I don't think you can probably impregnate the prostitutes. That's maybe going a little too far, but
okay.
Maybe, who knows, Steven? Like, if a rich man walks in and then she's like, I want you to impregnate me, maybe in the heat of the moment he does, and then he has a baby. You know, we can't control.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah, I'm just giving you options, you know? Maybe become rich, find a prostitute, and get yourself a wife.
Like Elon Musk's dream right here, man. You know?
Exactly.
Impregnate as much people as possible.
So yeah, that's what happened with Chavo. So, Drago... Drago was...
the episode.
Banned from the Lucha Underground Temple so long ago, many months ago.
He cannot go in anymore.
But for some reason, he was in the recap. It was just showing the fact that Drago was banned. And
why would it
also
show
remember,
in the recap?
The title of the episode is called The Desolation of Drago. So
maybe it's like Drago 3, you know? Drago Jr. and Jr.
We talked about Drago Jr., remember? We talked about his kid before. I don't remember in what context.
We don't know how like fast or slow dragons can age, dude. Maybe they age in like months, you know? Become full-grown adults.
So like maybe the original Drago we saw was already in old age when he got banned from the temple and died anyways.
Maybe he laid an egg, right? Reincarnated as Drago, as that egg.
Now, can I ask a personal question?
Asexually.
Oh, I was about to ask, is Drago asexual? That was my question. You nailed it.
Well, aren't dragons asexually don't they asexually
Well, believe it or not, I don't think dragons quite exist, even.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Komodos?
I don't believe they're asexual.
Flies?
Flies I wouldn't call a dragon.
Dragonflies. Wait, no. Komodo dragons are asexual, aren't they? I thought they just laid eggs.
I don't think they just spontaneously reproduce. I think there needs to be some kind of fertilization. I can be wrong, but I think they're like a.
Dude, speaking of fertilization, dude, some
Okay.
fish sex is crazy. You ever seen fish sex before?
No.
Insane, dude.
I don't want
Look it up one day.
I'm not.
Insane.
So
Insane.
we go away from the recap to the actual episode, and guess who
Yeah.
it is, Steven? Oh my God! I'd
Oh my
be damned.
gosh.
It's Drago, and he's.
Oh my
he's-
gosh, he's looking at the sunset. It was
He
crazy.
is. He's standing on top of the temple, like on the rooftop, just looking at the sun, having a good time. And I feel like this is a violation of his banishment. You know, it feels a little, I don't know, like a boundary violating for him to be there, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
okay.
he's not in the temple. He's on top of the temple.
That's true. And also, he
Uh-huh.
simply jumps from the ceiling as well, or from the roof.
Well, he has
to-
wings now, because it shows him off having like wings that he's.
He does have wings. He
Grown?
does have wings. Ah.
Always, did he always have wings?
Maybe they're retractable, you know?
Because
We'll-
like in the promos from like episodes ago, the wings spawned out of his back like dragon wings, but these are like more like webbed wings to his like arms,
Yeah.
like a squirrel. You know those flying squirrel suits?
I do.
It's like one of those, yeah,
Huh.
but for dragons.
Yeah, this is more to the evidence that this might not be the original Drago. This might
Maybe
be one of his
I
offspring.
think this is Drago 3. Okay,
Oh,
another
shit.
asexual reproduction of Drago
Oh my
before he
God.
reincarnated as an
Wow.
egg.
Wow. And
Yeah.
that's why he's a different color now, because the Drago that we see right here, Steven, he is not blue. He is not
He's
red.
also red at one point.
Yeah, I know.
Just changes
He's-
scales.
Was the red
Maybe.
one also an asexual reproduction?
Maybe.
Oh
Maybe
my
it's either
God.
asexual or they just change colors depending on the seasons, you know?
The
Like
lore goes so
chameleons.
deep. Well, that one's not as cool. A seasonal Drago is not as cool as.
What do you
know,
mean? You don't like
just
fall
sex
Drago?
machine Drago? No. You know, Drago that
He
pumps out
changes
kids
colors
is
to
way
breed.
cooler.
That's when he's ready to mate, dude, when he's red
Yo, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
with himself.
Oh,
Yeah.
so he just showed up to work all horny one day. That's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
I mean, most wrestlers do.
Oh,
so,
no, that's
like,
fair.
oh.
That's fair. That's fair. So Drago jumps off the temple, and then we cut to inside. It's Matt Striker. It's Vampiro. They're doing the intro, and Vampiro gets very
gosh.
serious. He says, "Guys, I just want to apologize. Last week I involved myself when I shouldn't have. When I saved Sexy Star from Pentagon's attack, and I'm really sorry. I shouldn't have done that." And then Matt's like, "We forgive you, Vamp. We forgive you." And then
Vamp's like, this isn't about me, guys. Okay, this show is not about me.
No,
Very
it's,
nice thing to say.
yeah, it was very nice about him. It's about the young performers of today, Steven. Like Sexy Star,
Yeah.
who unfortunately, it's confirmed she is injured for a few weeks. So
Is she actually injured for realsies? Or is that just
no
like a story
way,
thing?
no way, no way.
Because, like, she didn't get that much of a beating in her match, right? Like, she just got her neck snapped. That was really it.
yeah, she only had her
No.
neck broken. You know, she should
Finn
be back in a couple
survived
weeks.
that, man. You know,
No,
Finn's
it's true.
fine still. Okay,
It's
he's still
true.
wrestling. All right.
He is, he is. Well, you know who's not?
Who?
We'll get to that later, Steven. We'll get to that later in our
Okay,
2015
okay.
events. Okay, I'm excited about it. I'm excited
good,
about
good.
our week of. But okay, we go from Vampiro apologizing to actually it's Dario Cueto in the ring, and he announces that Lucha Underground is finally gonna have their big event, Steven. You know,
Like a AAA
WWE
Mania.
has WrestleMania. AAA has AAA Mania 3 times a year.
TNA has
Bound for Glory and
Victory Road?
Slammiversary and Victory Road and 5 other pay-per-views. And AEW has All In and All Out in Double or Nothing and Revolution. So every company has
Each
their one big show of
bash.
the year. So
Yeah.
that's the point. That's
Fire
the point.
Fest. That's my favorite AEW main pay-per-view.
I was there for one half of Fighter Fest, Steven. I was so happy.
How was it?
It was fine. Darby Allin fought
Jericho's
Ethan
Cruise.
Page.
That's another big show for them.
Jericho's Cruise, that was a big one. That was a big one.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, point is, again, every wrestler or wrestling company has their signature event. And with Lucha Underground, they are finally going to get theirs. It's not going to be the weekly episodes. It is
What?
not going to be that big, weird Royal Rumble ripoff that they did.
Oh
Instead,
my gosh, what?
it is going to be Ultima Lucha, Steven.
Is it a pay-per-view or just an episode?
Well, no, they're just gonna air it as episodes.
Okay,
but-
cool. I was
It's-
really scared we wouldn't be able to watch it. You
Yeah,
know?
no, we're good.
It was
we're
like a
good, we're good.
pay-per-view.
But
Good.
Dario says this is gonna be an annual event with our biggest fights of the season of
Oh my
the
god,
year.
anal?
An
That's
anal
crazy,
event?
dude.
And he says tonight
Okay.
we will determine the challenger for the Lucha Underground Championship match at Ultima Lucha. and everyone gets all excited. Dario says that match will consist of all the men that are current Lucha Underground champion Prince Puma.
Some of them. Not all of them.
Almost all the men that are champion Prince Puma has beat, except for Phoenix, because Mil Muertes killed him.
Phoenix died,
That's true. And except for Drago, because he's banned from the temple. And
what about like Mundo?
Well, Mundo challenged for the title originally, right? It was never a title defense that Mundo lost, right? It was a championship match when it was vacant to begin with, So it's all the men that have lost.
The semantics of it.
Their challenge.
I guess not really.
Kind of. It's a very stupid stipulation.
People who Puma beat while holding the title.
Like, why is this an interesting thing? Like, why? Like, our biggest event should be Prince Puma fighting someone he already beat. Like, okay,
yeah, makes sense.
I guess, yeah, huh? But also
we
Dario
Randy
Cueto
versus John Cena 20 times. We can do this too.
Yeah. Who's the Randy and John in this scenario?
Cuerno, of course, dude.
Oh shit!
Randy
King Cuerno is one of the men in this match.
That guy gets so many title runs for like no reason.
Jesus Christ, he sucks so bad. I did not realize King Cuerno was so lame my first time watching.
What? He's awesome, dude. He does
right.
arrows and shit.
What I think is awesome is that Dario Cueto has clearly lost his voice this episode, okay? And he's squeaking out those words as best he can.
He was sick, man,
He's trying.
Coming to work with like some cold. Poor dude.
No, I get it. Man. I get it. Do you think Dario Cueto shows up to work horny?
Horny or corny?
Yeah, horny. Like sexually charged.
Oh. I don't know. Because like in this episode, well, I guess it's a spoiler for like later parts, but usually when women are like intimidating him, I don't think he gets a hard on.
No, I think maybe he is also asexual, this Dario Cueto.
You think? Maybe he's like fight sexual, where he sees fighting that turns him on,
Yeah, I think so. On a really like deep level, he connects with it. So also Dario says, another big announcement for Ultima Lucha. In addition to that, we will also have the return of Blue Demon Jr.
Holy crap. And the crowd goes wild.
Shit.
Right? And then fucking out of the staircase comes Blue Demon.
In a suit!
The people that were cheering, they're like, fuck yeah, I love Blue Demon. I love that one match he had with Chavo.
That was sick as fuck, man. That match was crazy. And Dario says, Blue Demon, welcome back to the temple. But if you want a spot at Ultima Lucha, you're gonna have to earn it. And then it's revealed he's gonna have a match tonight. Blue Demon. Not only tonight, but right now, Steven. In that match.
Right now?
It's against Chavo Guerrero. Oh my gosh. A match.
Ooh, Chavo and the crew. They come out and they look badass, dude.
Hell yeah.
Bale, guys. Bale was the useless one.
Yeah, we gotta move on.
Chavo looks so much cooler than Bale here,
We mourn our losses and we move on. This is a match
is Chavo
30
the leader now
weeks
of the crew?
Sure. This is a match 30 weeks in the making, Steven, okay? If you remember the very first match in Lucha Underground history.
The original storyline of Lucha Underground.
The original storyline, the original match. It is Chavo versus Blue Demon, and Chavo Guerrero sends Blue Demon out on a stretcher, okay? That's how that story ends. But no, it is not over. They are here tonight to renew hostilities, okay? And the crew is also with Chavo this time, so that's pretty cool. And I think Chavo.
And they were also in the first episode of Lucha Underground, man. We've come full square at this point.
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
And Dario also says this match between you and Blue Demon Chavo is anything goes, and so it's a no
anything
DQ match.
Goes. But
so
Blue Demon isn't in wrestling gear. How can he wrestle?
It feels a little
without
unfair.
Gear.
And also, the crew is theoretically backing up Chavo Guerrero, and now it's like they're allowed to beat up Blue Demon, but surely they wouldn't because like they're all like respectable, admirable men. So
we did learn some lore though.
What's
Blue
that?
Demon and Chavo is that they were childhood friends. Now here they are fighting on the grandest stage of them all. A Lucha Underground TV taping.
Episode 31. You're so right. That is pretty massive. That is
the opening match
huge.
of this episode. I don't know about the show. Maybe not the show's opening match.
What was the show's opening match?
I don't know.
I thought
was the
it was
opening
this.
match?
Oh, you mean the show in the temple, like the one for the live
Yeah, because
audience?
Lost Rydebacks was still here. It's been 2
Yeah,
weeks or
Los
so.
Rybacks were still there.
Yeah.
But Steven, this match gets started. Chavo versus Blue Demon, and Vampiro calls it. Vampiro says this has to be a setup for Blue Demon, okay? And he's not upset, or he's not okay rather, with Dario Cueto's decision to make this match official. And then,
oh my goodness,
Chavo is, you know what, Steven? Chavo is simply antagonizing Mexico with this match, okay? Because we know how much Mexico loves Blue Demon, how invested that country is in
they
that
love him. I think. I've
now that
never seen a
Chavo-
Mexican match, you know? You ever seen a Mexican lucha show in Mexico?
I did. I always talk about it. The one with "Sorry for Party Rockin'" as the theme song.
Was that in Mexico?
Yes, that was AAA Mania.
Why were you there?
No, I wasn't in person. I watched it on like Twitch or something.
No, I meant in person.
Oh.
Yeah.
One time at a Ring of Honor show at Aztec Theater in San Antonio, they brought out 3 AAA guys to fight 3 Ring of Honor guys, and the 3
all
AAA
lost.
guys, or maybe it was CMLL, they were all like 60-year-old men. And
That's
it was
awesome, dude. They
crazy.
get new
Yeah.
fans. Was one of
Pretty
them like
crazy.
that one guy just retired this week?
The one guy
You know
who
what I'm
just
talking about?
retired this week?
The
Who
one who
just
fought
retired
Pentagon?
this week?
And like that
Dr. Wagner?
mask
I don't
versus
know.
mask match. You know what I'm talking about?
I can't imagine
that
he was sent
AAA
for the
Mania?
opening match of Ring of Honor in front of 200 people.
And Pentagon
unfortunately.
like beat him in a match, and now he's like unmasked, and he had like a bunch of like scars on his
I
forehead
saw
from,
the
like, cutting.
photo of Penta, but I don't know who the fuck
Oh my
he
god, that
was
looks
fighting.
sick, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah,
That
it was
insane.
pretty badass. It was pretty badass. Everything I say about Pentagon is now really underscored and undermined by the fact that he is a weeb. But you know, we live.
He also loses
we live.
every match in 2 moves. You know,
This is also true. This is also true.
he gets offense for like entire match. 2 moves later, he's done for, man. Poor guy.
It's true. But Steven, the point is this match feels like it's just Chavo spitting in the face of Mexico now that he has Dario's protection, as it's the crew and him 3-on-1 assault on Blue Demon when he knows this is what upset Mexico in the first place. And I simply, as a viewer, as a logical viewer, am forced to ask the question, to beg the question, where is Mil Muertes? You know?
Well, maybe this new Mill hates Mexico, you know? The reborn Mill. Because they weren't there for him when he died the second time.
They weren't?
Or the first time, because Mexico died the first time he died. Right? Is that what happened?
Sure. But you know who was there
like-
for Mil this time when he died?
Who?
Sinestro de la Muerte, Barrio Negro, and Trace. Okay, they were there. They lifted him up from the
We learned
rubble.
that this week.
Yeah, we
names.
do. Woohoo! What cool names.
You'll see who they are. If you're first-time viewers, you'll learn who they are. in
Uh-huh.
Like 5 minutes.
Let's go. Chavo wins this
so-
match with a frog splash after using a kendo stick a whole bunch.
Yeah, they
Blue Demon
fucking stick to my
loses.
boy Blue Demon, dude.
Yeah, they
Poor
fucking
guy.
hate Blue Demon. And Chavo, or Dario's
Like
like...
a pinata, man. He smacked him.
They really was treated like that. This felt very insensitive. And then Blue Demon is apparently never allowed to return to Lucha Underground, according to Vampiro.
Oh no!
I don't know where that stipulation came from, or if Vampiro just really doesn't want
Is
to
it
see
even
him back.
the first Blue Demon? What if it was just some random dude in a Blue Demon mask?
Oh my god.
You know, like what they did with King Mysterio when he no-showed that show.
You know what? Maybe it was, Steven.
Yeah.
Maybe it was. Who's to say? Who's to say? I'm inclined to think that is the case because Sexy Star didn't try saving Blue Demon this time, you know?
Where was
mean,
that? Well, she's dead.
Well, she
you
is a
know?
little injured at the moment. She's a little injured, but you know,
Yeah.
if she were really like a strong woman who fights for her friends, and you know, she'd be.
I mean, out in a wheelchair, you know?
yeah,
Neck
exactly.
brace on. With a gun.
Precisely.
Shoot
With a
Chavo.
gun. With a gun, shoots him right in the head. That'd be tough. That'd be tough. But we go from this match, Steven, after Chavo has embarrassed Blue Demon and insulted Mexico, to another shot of Drago. And this time he's not on top of the temple, but instead in like a warehouse or a hallway. And he's looking so majestic as he walks with his dragon wings, wouldn't you say?
He looks awesome, dude. I mean, he's black now. Not blue
He is
or
a
red.
black dragon now. He is a black
He's like
dragon.
the cool Drago now, you know?
Yo.
Hot topic Drago.
Yo, that's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. And then we go back to Chavo. We just had a little bit of Drago for fun. Now we're back to Chavo, okay? And he is in the cage room with the monster that is Dario Cueto's brother, and also
gosh.
the newly imprisoned Black Lotus. And Chavo says, "I'm sorry, Black Lotus, but business is business." And then Black Lotus says, "You're a liar." What?
She's like, grr, I hate you, Chavo.
Does she say grr first? I'm sorry.
I think she makes like a face that was like angry, you know?
Sorry,
angry face.
I apologize that my face did not communicate that to you. I'll try again.
And Chavo was like, okay, bet. And then he leaves.
Well, kind of. First, Black Lotus makes the thinly veiled threat of Mexico will find you. And then that's when Chavo's
Mexican?
Like, well, that's a good point.
Why does she care, you know?
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, her parents tried to conquer Mexico. So
I thought they're from like California, Black Lotus.
I don't know where Black Lotus is from. We haven't learned this lore yet.
We need an Origins movie for Black Lotus, you know?
We really do. We really do.
A movie. 2-hour-long movie.
But Chavo says, before he says bet, he says, Mexico is going to be too afraid to find me after what I did to the Blue Demon tonight.
Oh my gosh.
Which, okay.
That's crazy.
I too
did
am
the
afraid
first
of the
time,
crew.
they were like, oh fuck, man. We need to kill this guy.
Yeah,
the second
the
time
first
it happens, like, oh man. I'm scared now, dude. He's done it again.
No, he did it twice.
Shit. We're mad
really
the
good
first time,
point.
but now he's doing it again. It's like, oh man,
Oh,
I
shit,
can't
no.
deal with it anymore.
He showed us. No, we didn't know he was this good. We thought he had one in him. This sucks. This sucks.
No,
And then we go
he
from
don't want
that.
that dude. He's got that dog in him, man.
No, they don't want none. Mexico does not want none, Steven. We now see Dario Cueto is in a restroom by himself, okay? He's all frazzled. He's
I
trying to
love
get
that,
himself
like, all
home.
these segments, every episode's, like, in a restroom somehow. There's always one segment that takes place in the restroom.
They're
'Cause I don't think we
always
have
the
any hours to
Drago
film.
segments. It's always the Drago segments.
He
in
just
the
likes the
restroom.
restroom.
He
Maybe
does.
his nest's in there, you know?
Maybe
like,
you're
feeds
right.
his younglings.
His little
Birds?
younglings. His little younglings. I like to imagine they
Burgers?
hatch as fully sized Dragos. Okay?
Yeah.
And they're just
I
all
mean,
huddled
they're
up in
not
a
that
corner.
big at that point either.
No,
so, like,
really
you know.
That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. But listen, Dario's in the restroom. He's staring at himself in the mirror when behind him appears Black Drago.
And he starts speaking, and it's like, shit.
Well, okay, Steven, that's not even... okay, hold on. Dario Cueto, before Drago speaks, Dario says, "You don't belong here. What do you want?" And then... Okay, well... Then
Drago's like, I got a new W2. I'm not Drago. I'm Drago 3. All right? I'm not banned here.
Precisely, and that is also why he now has adopted an Arnold Schwarzenegger
Oh my god, I wrote
impression.
that down too.
Yeah, because that is exactly what it is.
He's like, Daria, give him one more match.
It's like,
so bad.
imagine if English is your second language, and then you try doing like an Arnold impression, it comes out surprisingly accurate, you know?
He's like,
and this is what Drago's got.
Down, Daria. He's like that. That's crazy, dude.
Precisely.
What's your favorite Arnold movie? Oh, you know what he could say? He could say like, "Welcome to the dragons, the Ice Age." He'd be like that. Be fucking cool if he said that.
I'm not gonna get any of these references. I don't know if it's
that was from the movie Batman and Robin. He played Mr. Freeze in that one.
God, I'm sorry.
I did not know that.
I'm sorry. I
With George
apologize.
Clooney.
God.
Gosh,
What
dang
one
it,
was...
dude.
I'm sorry. No, it's whatever. It's whatever, Steven. Listen.
Come on.
Drago says, I can't do the accent, Steven. Would you like to do it instead?
No.
No, you
my
won't.
throat when I
Okay.
do that, dude. It
Well,
sucks to do that voice.
Drago, in his beautiful, beautiful Arnold Schwarzenegger impression, he says, "I'm here because I want my rightful shot in the #1 contenders match."
How do you know about it?
He's a big fan of the product. You know, he keeps
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
He's like on the roof just listening in every
Oh
day.
shit! He's just so sad he can't be in the temple. He puts his ear to the ceiling of the
Maybe
temple.
he's a big
every
fan,
time.
you know? Like one of those.
That's evident.
Maybe he's like Johnny Gargano. Just watches at home with his
Just the
kid.
loser mark. That's true. Well,
Who
his
is loser
kids.
Mark in backstage at WWE?
This is a good question. This is a good question.
Watches
But my
him.
favorite part of this little segment with Dario in the restroom is when Drago just screams at the top of his lungs, "Let me fight!" But like in the most agonized, painful voice possible. It's so sad.
You think
The
it's
poor
actually
little
maybe
Drago.
it's like I think what happened is like they gave him lines to speak in English, but the dude can't speak English.
Oh, they spelled
trying
it
his hardest just to
phonetically in
pronounce it for
Spanish
him.
for him. Yeah.
I think
This
that's what
makes sense.
happened.
No. And so Dario says, okay, the mighty Drago found a loophole. Well, I'm just going to say...
What was the loophole again?
That he's allowed in this match because Dario made the match. Good loophole.
But he's banned. I assume that like overrules that like regulation, right?
But no, because he found a loophole. You just don't.
No?
You just don't get it. Yeah, you're just you're not.
That's
capable
fair.
of
I'm not a
understanding.
lawyer, dude. You know, I
Yeah.
never went to law school.
Yeah, leave that to me and Dario. So basically, Dario congratulates him but says, Drago, you better win this match tonight, because if you don't, not only are you still banned from the temple, but you also will have to unmask. Oh.
What mask?
Yeah, what mask? I don't really get what
It's
Dario's
fucking
getting
dragon.
at there. Yeah,
No?
that's kind of weird.
Like
That's
his
kinda weird.
secrets, like his personal life. You know, like does he unmask that?
He has to reveal to the audience,
Does he
guys.
just vent out like his frustrations?
I am
with living
asexual.
conditions.
Oh, or that. That
Is
too.
what
That
he
too.
comes out asexual.
That's really,
He's like,
really exciting.
he gets on the mic. I'm asexual.
Wow.
I'm asexual. Fucking awesome. Dude.
Because Steven, the audience in
Huh?
Lucha Underground doesn't get to see all the clips that we do. They're gonna be so confused when Drago gets on the microphone after winning and screams, "I'm asexual" at the top. Sorry, after losing. So he has just lost the King Cuerno in this scenario, and then he just screams at the top of his lungs that he is.
I'm
incapable.
asexual.
That's
Good
it.
for him.
That's what he would.
He's not
scream.
incapable. He just doesn't like the idea of sex.
Okay. He's just above it, honestly.
Or he breeds himself. That's also definition. That's the animal definition. Where he breeds asexually.
I feel like
Like,
breeding
a
yourself is
starfish.
just innuendo for jerking
Well,
off.
when you
man.
breed yourself, you like cut yourself, I think, in half or something. And like it makes like a duplicate of you. I think that's how breeding works if you're asexual. Creature, like a
so
starfish.
we go from that to a new match, Steven, and
Yo.
it is
excited.
a trios contest, you know? And one trio has already been mentioned in this recap we've been doing, and that of Katrina's disciples of death.
Yo.
You
The
know,
Skelebros, dude.
these are the little skeleton men that accompany Mil Muertes to the ring, okay? And we do have their names now. Again, it's Sinestro de la Muerte, it is Barrio Negro, and it is Trace.
I'm not gonna remember any of these names.
What
I
are you
remember
talking
Body.
about?
Is Body the one with the black shirt?
Barrio?
Yeah.
I
Body?
think. Well, I don't know the difference, Steven. I will be completely forthcoming.
All I
in
know is
that.
one has a black shirt. That's all I can tell from them.
One does. Oh, it's probably because it's some other wrestler already in the temple, but there's like a tattoo that we'd recognize.
Fucking
so he's
Bale.
got to cover it up.
It's
yeah,
that
yeah,
Rollins
yeah.
guys. That's who it is.
Damn. But
But-
they are fighting the trio, Steven, of two returning luchadors to the temple, and then a debuting luchador as well.
Oh
The
my
team they're
gosh.
fighting is made up of Mascarita Sagrada,
Yo.
Pimpinella Escalarta, and El Bengala.
Yo,
Steven,
the
are you
gimmick
excited?
squad.
How
Well,
dare
they
you.
lost like their star, cause like back in the old episodes, it was like Pimpy and the small one, right? With
Mascarita.
Sexy Star, right?
Yeah, Sexy
And
was
then
the
Sexy
one
Star
carrying
like
the weight.
kind of big town them. You know, she just got
By getting
big of a
injured, you
name.
mean? No, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
um
But also, Matt Stryker points out the last time we saw Mascarita and Pimpinella was when they got brutalized by the crew. And then he announces how long ago that was, Steven. It
how
was
long ago was it?
4 months ago.
Oh my
That-
gosh,
It
4
does not
months?
feel that long. It does not feel that long at all, but that's how
What
long ago it
happened?
was. I don't know, man. They got beat up by the crew. You know, I'd probably be out for that
I like
long also.
the new guy because he has like a cartoon tiger mask.
Bengala is like a cartoon tiger man. He's pretty cool.
Is that his gimmick?
Well, he's a
Cartoon tiger
Bengal
man?
tiger. You know, he's a Bengal tiger. And so,
Good for him.
did you notice that
He was
Katrina
also
brought out?
breed incestually, by the way.
Wow, not
they're
asexually, but
white.
this time it was incest. Okay, so Steven,
Maybe this
did you
guy's an
notice
incest man.
that
Tiger.
Katrina still had her napkin with her, her red napkin, despite no Mil Muertes being here? I found that
I forgot to
interesting.
mention when she was entering the match, there was like electricity problems, like the lights kept
Oh
flickering.
shit! The
'Cause
lights were
I
flickering.
think she's like a
and-
paranormal creature,
That's hurtful. She's a ghost woman, Steven, who's lived for
and they
millions
like
of
affect
years.
lights, right? Ghosts. You ever seen Stranger Things?
Oh,
It's like
shit.
that. But that's not a ghost in that show. It's like a demon.
Does
You ever
that
seen
mean...
Paranormal Activity? It's
No.
like that.
But does
You
that
ever
mean...
seen Insidious?
I saw the first one.
It's like that.
Oh shit, the music starts playing Tiptoe Through the Tulips? That's crazy. That is scary. And so, the Disciples of Death, do you think are also ghosts? Because when Katrina would just come out with Mil Muertes, the lights wouldn't flicker. But maybe when there are 4 dead people, then the lights flicker.
Are they dead
know?
people? I thought they were just dudes in skeleton masks.
Well, that
Or
kinda
maybe
takes away from
they
the
are
magic.
like zombies, but they're really like self-conscious about their face because they're zombies.
Yeah,
They put a
and one of
mask
them is
over it,
really
right?
self-conscious about his tummy, so that too.
Poor guy. Maybe it's like a scar in his chest. You know, we don't know.
Maybe,
Like a penis
maybe.
tattoo.
But I'm inclined to think that I'm inclined to think that they are paranormal because of the one time they just spontaneously rose from the top of the lockers to scare Ray Phoenix. You know,
Right.
like that makes me think a real man couldn't do that. Only a monster ghost man could do that, right?
Right.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Right.
So Disciples of Death versus Masquerita, Pimpy, and Bengala. And Pimpy starts just grinding on the fans during this match, which I thought was pretty cool.
They're
Bengala's
really happy about it.
They are. I would be too. Bengala is very impressive and flippy during his debut. And at one point, he went for the wacky line, which, like, you know, just instantly won so many points with me. Otherwise, did you have any points about this match, Steven? I feel like it was not that much to it.
Katrina licked the soul out of Pimpy. That was really cool.
She does. That kind of sets up the end of the match, where Pimpinella falls to the bottom of the ropes, right? And his head is outside the ring.
I also wrote that the black shirt, he's the most aggressive one. Because that's what Matt Stryker said.
I understand.
He's
They were
most
all
aggressive.
pretty aggressive, by the way. They were, you know, hitting them hard, you know? They were busting them open the hard way. Poor little Masquerita Sagrada.
Hitting them, you know?
Exactly. This was
Insane.
a shoot fight, guys, with the Tiger Man, the cross-dresser, and the little
I fucking
person.
love
This was
Tiger
crazy.
Man. He's so fucking weird looking.
Hell yeah.
He sounds like
And
a
so-
cartoony tiger mask. That's his gimmick.
It's badass.
Good on
It's
him.
badass. A little bit of face paint, too. Katrina just licks Pimpinella's face when he's down, like, in the ropes. Like, during the match. Usually Katrina does the lick of death after someone's lost. This time she licks mid-match, Steven, okay? And then all the Disciples of Death capitalize on the lick. And they lift up Pimpinella, hit a 3-on-1 move on him. And then one of them crawls on top of Pimpinella like a gargoyle and gets the pin. The Disciples of Death win.
Messed up.
Kind of
This is
messed up.
messed up, bro. I like
Essentially
that
cheating.
part. Because now we
What-
know canonically when Katrina licks you, you're just like dead, dude. Like,
Well, it's
you're
the kiss
dead,
of death.
dead.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Really kiss.
Vince Russo didn't know what he was signing himself up for, Steven. He really
know.
didn't. He did not. But then
I don't want to
next
get
up,
licked by Katrina, you know? That would be so bad for me.
You
I would
Steven,
die.
If Katrina approached you, if Katrina just teleported into your room right now behind
Yeah.
you and tapped you on the shoulder, and you turn around and she wasn't there, and then you look to your right and she's there on your bed, and she was like, Steven, I want to lick you. You would say, no, Katrina,
No, I
go
would
away.
say, no, Katrina, that would murder me. And that's not flipping cool, dude.
Dang, you would show her.
Show her
That's
off,
pretty
man.
crazy. Would you
I'll lick
escort her
myself,
out of your house?
actually.
Whoa.
Lick
if you-
myself as a power move.
Would you want her to watch? Is that like you, like?
No,
or would you
I'd
wait for
ask her
to
to
go?
leave politely.
Oh, can you go, please,
Yeah.
Katrina, so I can start licking myself? That's what you would say.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool,
Cat.
man. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Next up, Johnny Mundo makes a visit to Dario Cueto's office backstage, and Johnny Mundo is pissed, and kind of for the same reason we were earlier, Steven. Because Johnny's like, why was I not included in this #1 contenders match, Dario? And Dario's like, oh, Johnny, you don't understand. I didn't put you in the #1 contenders match because I expect you to be the Lucha Underground champion by the time Ultima
What?
Lucha comes around. I know.
That explains everything.
But it doesn't explain everything, because why would Dario like Johnny? They've had a bitter rivalry in the past.
Well, he
Dario has been-
explains it in like 5 seconds, dude.
No,
Pay attention
you're
to
right.
the lore.
Silly me. Dario says he now respects Johnny, and it's all water under the bridge, because there's this new attitude, this new aggression in Johnny that Dario respects, and he first really saw it when Johnny Mundo shoved Alberto Del Rio's head through the panes of glass, causing him to bleed everywhere. You know?
He
And
likes it
so-
when people break through his office and like get murdered.
It's true. It's true. He gave
Yeah.
Dario a front row seat to violence that Johnny is capable of unleashing. And now Dario wants him as champion. And so,
Makes sense.
he also wants this new aggressive Johnny unleashed on Prince Puma. And so Dario says, if you're better than Puma, now's your chance to prove it. In an all-night long match. And then...
It's gonna take place in one episode. That's what
Dario
he said.
explains the rules of the all-night long match. It occupies the entire airtime of Lucha Underground.
It's gonna really
And-
suck for this podcast when we recap that match. It's like 10 minutes long.
It'll be terrible, Steven. It'll be terrible. But we'll make do. We'll make do. A quick podcast. We can live with that.
Yeah, we can live
All
with
night
that.
long match where basically you just count up the wins, and then whoever has the most pinfalls by the end of the night walks away with the Lucha Championship.
Only the last 10 minutes matter. Okay.
I
Fuck the
mean,
rest.
yeah, honestly, a little bit.
Not
a
even
little
like
bit.
10 minutes. Probably like the last 5 minutes matter.
Well, this is fair. But Johnny's, I hope it's a squash, you know, and Johnny
Yeah.
Mundo just gets
Johnny goes, like,
20 pins
10-0.
immediately. Yeah.
20 pins. Oh my gosh.
That'd be sick. And then Johnny says, Dario, you might be the best boss I've ever had. And then
Yes,
Dario
they makes
says,
out and was awesome.
to new
I was like,
beginnings.
yo. Homie, right now on the cheek, on the lip side.
Well, it starts
like,
on the cheek, and then
oh.
like it really quickly
Oh my.
progresses to the lips. Yeah.
And then like he starts licking his tongue with his
there's
other tongue.
tongue.
It was like,
There's a lot of tongue.
oh my god, he starts like
Which-
putting his hand on his inner thigh. It's like, oh my
and
god,
that's
this
when they cut away. Unfortunately, that's when
is
it got
kind
a
of
little
crazy,
bit
dude. It's
too
kind
hot and
of
heavy.
weird.
Yeah, well, speak for
Um,
yourself. I kind of enjoyed it. I thought it was necessary for the
And
show.
kind of quirky, you know? Kind of
A little quirky, a little quirky. Steven, it's time
But
for our
then-
main event of the evening.
Oh my
What do you mean,
goodness.
but then? What else happened that I missed?
The match that happens next. But then
Oh,
the
I thought
match
you were going to talk
starts.
more about the sexual dances that Johnny was
No,
making
no,
on Dario.
Hey, I'm
Okay.
happy for them, dude. Okay, like you know, that one TikTok we made about like Riddle and Priest having threesomes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, Rhea Ripley. I don't know if that's true or not.
Who's to say?
Did you see that comment? Someone
I
said
did
like
see
they
the
tag
comment.
team Rhea.
Well, they
Huh.
said running trains on Rhea, I believe, is the actual.
Oh.
Yeah.
We've seen proof of like one wrestler doing. I guess 3 wrestlers doing that, but like
Running a train, you're saying?
yeah,
That's kind of
pimp
crazy.
train, right? Pimp, like you know, who's the pimp wrestler again? Is it
Roll
Farouk?
a fatty for your pimp daddy. It's not Farouk. That is Papa Shango. Put some respect on
Oh.
his name. That is the Godfather.
Oh wait, I
So-
don't. Why did I think of Farouk? I don't know why. I was thinking of like
They
the
were-
Nation and Domination for a second.
Well, what's it called? Papa Shango was in the Nation. He
yeah.
had a very like, what's it called? Like Islam name. Shit, what was his name back then? Oh my
Bill.
god, I know it. He was so tall. Kama
fan.
Mustafa. He was Kama Mustafa. That's what it was.
Aw.
Yes.
Fake fan,
important
dude.
lore.
Name
Important
5
lore.
finishers.
5 finishers of Kama Mustafa?
Wacky line.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
So listen, we have a 4-way match, Steven, a 4-way dance. It is Cage versus King Cuerno versus Sean Hernandez versus Drago. And the winner
What?
goes on to fight Prince Puma at Ultima Lucha, okay? Well, presumably
That's
Prince Puma.
crazy.
It could be Johnny Mundo instead. And so, Matt Stryker, as everyone is making their entrances, for some reason has the balls to claim that King Cuerno is the quote odds-on favorite for this match, which is
He
a
is.
bold-faced
He always
lie.
gets these title matches, like opportunities for like no reason.
But he never capitalizes. He never
choker.
capitalizes.
He chokes.
He is a choker. He is a choker, Steven, through and through. And so I think it's a lie that he's the odds-on favorite. One woman is screaming at the top of her lungs when Hernandez comes out. She is obsessed
So
with Supermax.
handsome, dude. Okay.
I get it. You see that strut that Hernandez does, you know? I wouldn't be able
So
to contain
confident.
myself either.
You know, I'm not confident like him. You know, I'm jealous of his looks, man.
Me
He's so
too.
tall.
Me too.
Compared to like everyone in this match, he's like giant, crazy.
Exactly. And then finally, when Drago comes out, we get a close-up of him in his new black mask.
Yo.
And he does a black face on under the mask. Like, that is for
Production
true.
was crazy for this dude who's wrestling. Who's not even like under this company's contract, right? He
Yeah,
doesn't
honestly.
work here.
Well,
Like they give him
I
like
don't know.
they gave him like smoke and like lights. It was for like some reason.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Well, I don't know.
work
I like
here.
to think that's just like the dragon aspect of Drago. You know, like that's.
Oh,
not
you think he blew that
production.
smoke?
Yeah. I think that is all like man-made. That is all dragon made. You know, maybe he has like
Dragon-made
his
smoke?
kids. Yeah, his kids.
Maybe he
could
was
be working
vaping,
for
you know?
him.
Maybe his kids are vaping.
Yeah,
Like,
it
trying to
could be
leak.
that too. It could be
Yeah.
that too. And so Drago, if he unmasks, he's banished from the temple. We know that. Okay, very cool. Or sorry, if he loses, he's unmasked and banished. And it's really insane because the crowd is so on Drago's side at the beginning of this match. It is insane how losing the Arrow Star 5 times in a row can just really, you know, shoot your career into a new stratosphere.
Well, because, like, Quinn already beat him in, like, the first, like, episodes ago, you know?
Yeah,
It's been a
Drago hasn't
while.
done jack shit. Drago has lost to Quinquerno and lost to Arrow Star, and that's been his career,
Yeah.
and now everyone loves him. Okay?
Because he's black now. He's like, he looks cooler. That's why.
It's true. It's true. Arrow
Black
Star would have been
Drago.
better off throwing that match, though. You know? Arrow Star would have been better off throwing the...
Yeah, you can black us as a black arrow star.
Exactly.
Stardust.
And now he can't. And now he can't. So...
Did you ever want to see Stardust versus Aerostar? That could have happened.
Not really. I
Ow.
don't think I really wanted to see this match either. At first, 'cause it
What?
sounds
You don't
like-
want to see the next #1 contenders for Puma's title?
Well, it's just like when you announce a fatal 4-way in Lucha Underground, you kind of assume like, oh, this is gonna be a killer match. This is gonna be awesome. But then it was just kind of like, I remembered that it's Hernandez, King Cuerno, and Cage, as 3 of the competitors.
We learned from this match, lore-wise?
What?
Brian Cage skateboards. He's a pro skater.
Holy shit! Says who?
Isn't that crazy? Matt Striker
said
said that.
Oh my god, that's insane.
How does he skate? He's so big. Does he do flips? Can he like?
Holy shit! I need him and
Do like an
Darby
ollie?
Allin as a tag team immediately, Steven. Okay.
The Skater Bros. What do they call
Let's
them?
Go. Imagine that. Brian Cage skateboarding to the ring with Darby on his shoulders. That'd be crazy, you know?
Also, like Drago, like fucking sucks. Like power level wise, still right? Like everyone in this match is like better than him.
I mean,
Like,
kind
power-wise?
of. Essentially, yeah.
That's like the
He-
smallest by like a lot.
He did not bulk up during his time away, you know, which is a little sad to say.
He
It's
got
a little
wings.
sad.
Pretty
He
cool.
did.
You know?
No, he did, but they're not legal in the match, I don't think. But what is
Yeah.
legal, Steven, is for some onlookers to join and just start watching the match from afar, you know? That is fully legal, as long as you're not
was
interfering
it?
in the matchup itself.
Who was watching this match? Who was stalking it?
The person stalking this match, watching this match, was none other than Swerve Strickland. It was kill shot, Steven. And
What
why
I
was
learned
he
about
there?
like Lucha Underground, what I realized,
What?
every storyline starts out with someone watching some other guy's match.
Yeah, just
this happened
ominous
so many times
staring,
already.
You know, yeah.
This happens like 5 times right at this point. It's insane.
It works, Steven. 'cause
Cuerno
now
did
I
that,
think,
you know?
yeah, and now Cuerno is getting a taste of his own medicine as Killshot's up there at the top of the temple, and King Cuerno looks at him and shoots an imaginary arrow at him with his imaginary bow.
Fucking
which-
Swerve died, dude. Strickland. What's his fucking Killshot? Is that his name here? It's like the worst name ever.
Killshot's not a bad name. In fact,
Killshot,
I
like,
was
is like,
listening.
oh,
I was listening to Renee
shot.
Young's podcast the other day, where Swerve
Oh, I know
Strickland
you're
was a
talking
guest.
about.
And did you listen to this?
Yeah.
You listened to the Swerve episode of Renee's podcast?
No, I listened to the Moxley one actually, where Mox like, my favorite Lucha Underground wrestler was Swerve.
What?
Is that what you're gonna say? Was that
Well, kind
Dean
of, but
Ambrose's?
more
Oh.
so because Renee brought it up. Renee was like, I was talking to Dean the other day, and he was saying that
Did she say
Killshot
Dean?
was. No, she probably said John. I was talking to
Oh.
John the other day. Are you happy? And he said that his favorite person in Lucha Underground was Killshot. When he saw you backstage, he was like, "Oh my God, you're Killshot from Lucha Underground." So Dean Ambrose.
He's like, no, I'm
confirmed
not.
Killshot Mark.
Shut up.
True. Just
You know what's
gaslighting
crazy is
Jon
that
Moxley?
Dean Ambrose watches Weaver Bears. Did you know that?
I don't know what that is.
You know, on the Cartoon Network show Weaver Bears, it's like about 3 bears, and they live in like
No.
some city.
Why
Like
would
a
I know
polar
that?
bear is like a panda. There's like a brown bear. They just chill in their days, being bears.
This sounds like the Madagascar TV show where they were all at the Central Park Zoo.
It's like regular show, but all the wacky stuff is out. It's just dudes living their lives, but they're bears.
That's so fun. Well, I did
Dean
not watch
Ambrose
that.
likes it.
Instead, I was watching Killshot stand on top of the temple and stare at people, which was really cool.
That was
And then
insane.
At
I was
one
like,
point,
holy crap.
Drago
He's
uses...
standing there.
That's true.
It's
At one
insane.
point, Drago also stands up at one point in the ring, and he spits yellow mist in the face of King Cuerno. Oh no! And then Drago he locks in the dragon's lair on King Cuerno, and he wins. He
does the
pins his
roll-up
nemesis. He does it.
That's
Steven.
crazy.
He has finally put an end to the monster that is King Cuerno. So
He's finished his career.
woo! And then
I like this match because
Drago
that
gets
ending was
to-
so crazy.
yeah, Drago gets to keep his mask. He gets to return to Lucha Underground, and now he somehow has a championship match with Prince Puma at their biggest event of the year, which feels
That's
very
crazy.
lame. You know, I walked away from this being like, what the fuck kind of main event is that?
I'm so excited for Drago versus Puma
Yeah, you are now.
at the biggest show ever.
What color do you want Drago to be?
Well, he's only black now, right?
Well, who knows? This is the first week we've seen him back.
Maybe white. Maybe be a white dragon.
Ooh.
Maybe we
what
have
if he's
a purple
yellow and
dragon.
just makes it really confusing by matching Prince Puma?
Like a mango. He's
Exactly.
like mango orange.
That'd be pretty sick. That'd be pretty sick. But Prince Puma actually comes out after this match, now knowing who his opponent's gonna be, and they have a respectful little stare down, he and Drago. You know, and we think, oh, the episode's over. Lucha Underground, the Desolation of
It's
Drago has
over.
come to a close.
Also,
But
Puma
you-
like towers over Drago.
Oh yeah, Drago's a little man. There's no
Which is
mistaking it.
insane.
But that is not the end of the episode, Steven. Don't you even think about it. Don't you think about changing the station away from the El Rey network, because they cut to Dario back in his office and he's watching through the blinds as the stare down's going on. And then there's that tap on the shoulder. Dario turns around, no one's there, and then in his desk seat
Gosh.
is Katrina. Oh
my gosh,
God.
dude. It was crazy. He's like, oh shit, this is kind of hot. Like Cuerno says. And then she just strangles him. It was insane.
Well, okay, listen. What happens here is Katrina says, Dario, it's a shame that Mill wasn't in that match. Talking about the one that we just watched happen, you know?
Yeah,
And then Dario's like, well, that's because Mill never fought Prince Puma for the title. I'm sorry. And Katrina says, yeah, well, that's why Prince Puma's still champion. Because he's never fought Mil Muertes.
Oh shit, dude. Just trash
then-
talking Puma.
This is when she leaps up and starts strangling Dario, okay? Well, actually, she
Yeah.
teleported behind him. She didn't leap up, but it still
About to
works.
murder him. There's like, what do you want? Stop choking me, mom. Me.
Well, she says,
And then
why are you in Mil Muertes' way? And then
he's
Dario,
like, I'm not in his way. Why would I do that? And
well, yeah, he basically says, yeah, I won't be in his way anymore. I'm sorry, Katrina. I'm sorry. In 2 weeks, he can fight Drago, and if he beats Drago, he can take away the #1 contendership from him. And then that's
my
cool.
favorite match, the #1 contenders match for #1's contenders match.
Let's just undermine the entire past 50 minutes of television we watched.
Yeah, fuck Cage and Cuerno and like the other dude.
Because I feel like it's so fucking obvious that Mil is gonna win this, because there's no way Drago and Puma is the main event,
They're
you
gonna
know?
tie. They're gonna tie together.
Oh shit,
Triple
that'd
threat.
be sick. That'd be sick.
And then Katrina's like, yo, my boy Mil, you could fuck up everybody here. He's the strongest dude, okay? All right?
Even
All
the
right, and-
monster you keep in a cage, Dario, is no match for Mil.
And then Cuerno's like,
Muertes.
Oh shit, how'd you know that, fam?
How did
That's
the ghost
crazy,
lady
dude.
know about the monster in the cage?
Do
That's the question.
Does she walk through walls? We don't know.
I imagine.
You know,
She
like,
probably doesn't have to walk. She can just teleport into rooms, you know?
I feel like that's kind of lame just to teleport through rooms. I feel like it'd be cooler just like walk through walls, you know?
No, it'd probably be uncomfortable to
Because
walk
like
through
the
a wall.
chances of just like seeing someone just changing their clothes right as you teleport in there would kind of suck. No.
Are you saying that Katrina probably is not a peeping Tom? She'd be grossed out by people that are naked?
Be grossed out. Well, she also like
okay.
there's also a chance of just like teleporting into somebody's like body. No.
I mean, yeah, but how is that any different from being inside a wall?
Because you're not inside someone's body.
Well, but a wall hurts a lot more than a body, you know?
Yeah, but she
A
can
body-
phase through it. You know.
Why can't she just phase through the body?
How does she teleport? Does she like rearrange yourselves to like go to other spaces?
I don't know. This
There's
is
like
why
a
we need
space
the
break
exclusives, not Vince
continuum?
Russo. We deserved that interview, not Vince Russo. How do we get in
Yeah.
contact with Katrina in 2022, Steven? I need to speak to
do
Maxine
we?
immediately.
Is she
okay?
coming back to the Fed? Is Triple H
hope-
signing her?
I hope so. I hope so. She better
My
be.
goodness.
She better be. But Steven, that was episode
Yeah.
31 of Lucha Underground, The Desolation of Drago. And again, a very lore-heavy episode, I think 2 weeks in a row. But just one that I wasn't that into.
Gonna really suck next week, man. We don't have no lore next episode.
Well, you know, you
Um.
give and you take. You give and you take. And next week we are... Well, you know, I'm going to be happy about it. Because, listen, the episode will be so short, guys. We'll be in and out right to the current events. It'll be a good old time, you know?
the
right to
good
the
part
sweet
of
stuff.
the episodes. The ones
good
we actually
parts.
make TikToks of. Yeah.
Let's go. And so we'll have that next week. But before then, we still have our week of segment to get to, Steven. Would you like to
No
get to it?
way.
I
Yeah.
know, there is a way. There is a way. Trust me, trust me.
Wow.
Are you ready?
Okay,
You're the host.
There you go.
Oh. Oh, are you ready? Well, we have to wow together. No, you're doing this all wrong, Steven.
Oh
We're
I'm
almost
sorry.
40 episodes into this podcast. We have to wow
my
together.
gosh.
Okay, are
It's
you
crazy.
ready? Host, Steven, are you
Yeah, I'm
ready?
ready.
Okay.
Ready.
Perfect.
Hey guys, welcome to the week of. Was it like? It's not May now, right? It's like what comes after May again? Like June?
June would be what comes after May, Steven.
Like June
You're so
2nd,
smart.
right? Is it June 2nd or like June 1st?
Very close. It is June 10th, unfortunately for you.
Dang
But
it, not June
you were
10th.
close.
That's 5 days away from the best holiday in the US.
And what is that?
June 15.
What happens on June 15th, Steven?
I don't know. I don't know what happened that day.
What happened
Yeah.
on June 15th? Is that Juneteenth?
I don't know. Is it?
I don't know.
I don't know,
I don't
dude.
know when Juneteenth is. I had off
know this.
Juneteenth 2 years ago, but then my boss didn't give us off for it this year, and I don't know why.
None of our employees are black. So she's like, all right, I can't do this
She's
anymore.
black, and all her employees except for me are. That's not a joke.
That really sucks at that point then.
I don't
What
know.
happened there, man?
I don't know, man. I don't know. But either
But
way, we're here.
this
It's
week-
of.
This is the past. This isn't near the present.
Yeah, Juneteenth didn't exist back then, okay? Juneteenth didn't
Yeah.
exist in 2015. What did exist was WrestlingNewsBlog.com, the news source,
Heck
the
yeah.
official news
It
source
still
for
exists.
Following Lucha. Hell yeah, it does. Shout out to Nessa over at WrestlingNewsBlog.com because she
Shout outs.
wrote an article this week in 2015 praising Sexy Star. And
There's no way, dude. There's no
Oh,
way.
she did. It was all about how she loves women and women's empowerment, and no one is more empowering for women than Sexy Star.
It's true. I like the part where she injures women purposely, you know?
Well, yeah,
That's
I
pretty
like
sick.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Again, still like maybe a year or two off for Wrestling News Blog Lady to know about, but I just it was such a long article, and I read all of it because I was just bored waiting at the DPS. But I regretted reading it. She spelled Pentagon wrong. She spelled Pentagon Pentagon.
Like P-I-N-T?
No, with an
P-I-N-T-A?
O instead of an A. It was Pentagon.
Pentagon.
Pentagon. Yes, exactly.
How do
It
you
was-
misspell Pentagon?
I don't know. Poor Wrestling News Blog Lady, as much as we love her, she does not spell the best, okay? Her words are
Maybe she
often-
has spell check off and she uses her phone, so her thumbs will like interact with other keyboard letters.
Maybe that's true. Maybe that's true. Maybe that's true.
We're being
But
mean.
either way, shouts out. Because without her, I wouldn't have known that this next thing happened, Steven, okay? I wouldn't have known
Okay.
that June 10th of 2015 is, well, I'll give you some hints about what happened this week, Steven.
Okay.
We were talking about Sexy Star's neck earlier.
No. Is her neck
And-
broken?
Well,
For
no,
real?
Sexy's okay. Sexy's okay.
Oh, thank God. Thank
But
goodness, man.
There was an episode of Raw that was airing live from San Antonio, Texas this week.
Oh, no.
And they had a dark
Madcap
match.
Moss is gonna die?
No, Madcap Moss is okay. He's still
Thank
hanging out
God.
as Riddick Moss in FCW, NXT, whatever, you know. But
I don't think he was in either. I don't
What are you
remember
talking
NXT at
about?
all. Was he in NXT?
yeah, he was part of the team with Tino Sabatelli. You
I don't know
fool!
what that is.
Rubber bands round stacks. Rubber bands round stacks.
What
You
is
idiot.
that?
Oh
It's
my
just some
god.
name you made up,
You
dude.
fool. Tino
This is like
Sabatelli.
Boarhead or whatever. I don't know.
Tino
Wild Boar.
Sabatelli is like the fiance of Mandy Rose or some shit, you know?
Oh yeah, did he get like injured and like could never wrestle ever again? He's also like really
No.
hot.
No, Tony Khan thought he was a rat for the WWE, so he never brought him back after one episode
That was
of
a
Dark.
ring rat. That dude has like a body like a
No,
Greek god.
not a ring rat. Like he was telling WWE about all their dirt over at AEW.
Is that what Dave Meltzer does?
Well, I don't know, man. That's what the Young Bucks
The
do
Young
now.
Bucks do?
But yeah, that's their job
they
now.
still do. They did it back then, didn't they?
I guess. But listen.
Um,
Raw was in San Antonio.
Wait, how
There
did
was
you
a-
know that? He was a rat. Like they just like thought this random different.
I don't know. Because Tino came out in an interview
insider?
afterwards and was like, "This is why it was not brought back," but it's not true. I did not leak the spoilers to WWE or the dirt sheets. That was not me. And then everyone was like, "We know it was you, Tino," and he's like, "No, it was not."
We know it was you. What's our proof? What's our source? Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you, Tino. So true. And so listen. Now listen. Steven, there was a dark match before Raw. One half of these competitors, it's a one-on-one match, okay? One half of the
Okay.
competitors
Is there a guy
the
named Joe
newly-
in this match?
the newly
Or-
debuting Samoa Joe.
Holy shit. The crowd went wild probably, you know? They're like, fuck yeah, I love Samoa Joe. And
Do you know who his
TNA?
opponent was? I imagine you do.
is it Cesaro?
His opponent is not Cesaro. His opponent,
Oh no.
well, it's
Oh,
Cesaro's
no.
dear friend. His
This
opponent
match
is
looks
Tyson
so
Kidd.
Cool. This
Um,
match looks so cool on paper, dude.
Okay, so
You
yeah,
know?
like Samoa Joe's just debuted in WWE. He has just signed full time. Oh my god, he's just appeared out of nowhere before Raw happening, and he's fighting one of the best workers in the company. This is destined to be a classic, Steven. That audience in San
This
Antonio,
is
which included
gonna
a
be
14-year-old
Ricochet,
me.
Alexander Cedric main event 2020.
Sure, and I was
Was that-
there
was
for
that
it,
the one?
Steven. I don't know. I don't give a fuck.
I don't know.
But I do give a fuck about this match in
I give a fuck.
2015
Fuck
in
you.
San Antonio because Samoa Joe. At one point, Steven, we're going for the finish. Samoa
Oh,
Joe. It's
no.
the first time we're seeing it in a WWE ring.
The crowd
He
was going
lifts up-
crazy.
They are. We are going crazy. We're on our feet. We see Samoa Joe. We're like, that guy. I saw him in Walmart in the TNA action figure aisle one time.
I saw that guy on Spike TV once.
Exactly. And so I'm like, I relate. I know this man. I feel this man in my bones, the Samoa Joe. He lifts up Tyson Kidd for what is known as the muscle buster, apparently. 14-year-old me does not know that. Has
What
up
muscle does it break?
all of them, but especially the neck muscle, because he lands
The
down
neck
on
muscle.
it. And
Oh no!
Tyson Kidd's-
fucking snapped his neck.
Well, yeah, he snapped his neck. Tyson Kidd has never wrestled a day since.
Fucking dead, dude. Fucking Natalia came in and was like, "Oh shit, my husband's about to die. This sucks."
Like, yeah, he almost did like die Tyson Kidd in this moment.
Yeah.
Like, very
He
lucky
could have.
he did
I think
not.
legit he should have died. Actually, right? Like, isn't that
Oh, like,
actual? Like, he actually
wow.
legit should have died there.
wow, like this is like your Nikki Bella moment. You're like, Tyson Kidd, I wish you died that night in San Antonio. That's really
no.
messed up.
I mean, like,
I can't believe you would say that.
statistically
Wow.
survived,
He
like,
should
really
have died.
impressively.
You should have killed him, Joe. Fuck, man, that's brutal.
Joe, you should have murdered Tyson Kidd. Fuck his storyline, Total Divas, dude. He watched the G1 climax instead of having sex with his wife, dude.
Damn. I hope we get the chance to meet Samoa Joe one day, and we're just like really insistent, like, oh, Joe, what you did to Tyson was awesome. Thank you so
Yo,
much
that match
for
with
that.
Tyson was crazy, dude. I was there live, man.
Thank you for doing what you did that day. You don't know what you
Thank you for
stopped.
your service, sir. How was
Yo.
that match? Was the reaction good for Joe?
I don't remember it, man. I honestly don't remember the match even a little bit, which is so fucked up.
Was it just
I
like
was there.
5 minutes long?
I truthfully couldn't tell you. I don't even think I knew that Tyson's neck was broken from it. Maybe I showed up late. Maybe I missed a
You
dark
didn't see
match.
all like the people surrounding him, like all like the workers.
I don't know. Again, maybe it was a thing
And
where like we showed
Natalia?
up late and we weren't there before the show. I don't know. Or maybe we left early if it was on
Man, what a
afterwards.
downer for a show, by the way. Like, you're going to Raw all excited, like, oh, I haven't watched Raw since like the Attitude Era. Like, I can't wait to see Stone Cold Steve Austin. This is gonna be awesome. You go in there, you see this big dude named Joe, like, oh, this guy reminds me of Bam Bam Bigelow, you know? This is kind of cool.
Because he's fat. He reminds me of Bam Bam because he's fat. Just to clarify.
Samoan?
Oh, just
And
like
this
Bam
Tyson
Bam.
Kid.
No, you're right.
And Tyson Kid, this guy looks like... I see him in Total Divas, you know? That guy's crazy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I
then,
like this lapsed wrestling fan who watched the Attitude Era and Total Divas. That's his wrestling.
There's a good chance. There's a good chance it's actually a fan who's done that.
Okay. Okay.
Then Tyson Kidd gets murdered live in front of them.
Rest his soul. God rest his soul. I miss him every day. This Tyson Kidd. So.
I still love that I wrestle me and the guys behind us are like, that Otis guy reminds me of Bam Bam Bigelow.
Yo, listen, it's true.
Or is it Earthquake? I think it's like the Earthquake or Bam Bam. I don't know.
I have
which
no
one.
clue. Probably
They're both
Earthquake.
big wrestlers, you know?
Probably John Tenta. But listen, Steven, okay? Because this is not the only Samoa
Oh, you know what's
Joe
crazy
news.
about that match that I just realized? We'll never get a finish for that Steve Gableson storyline.
Gable Steveson?
Yeah. We'll never
why?
finish that storyline of him.
Oh shit, because Gable Steveson like broke his neck or needed surgery or something. That's kind of crazy.
I thought he just wasn't like being used ever after that.
No,
As a
he had a
Triple
heart
H.
issue. He had a heart issue is what it was. He just had heart
Oh.
surgery in like Mexico or some shit. I don't know if that's accurate.
Why
But
was
he
he
did have
there?
heart surgery. He had heart surgery for sure. But listen,
Maybe it's for the
Steven,
better of the good.
we
No.
have the better of the good. You're so right. We have more Samoa Joe stories. One is that you know how he had just signed full time with WWE, but he still has some
Yeah.
indie obligations that he has to do.
Yes.
We talked about one of them where he's gonna team up with AJ Styles in Ring of Honor to fight the Addiction, Christopher Daniels and Kazarian. You know.
Oh my gosh, my favorite wrestlers.
But WWE has apparently been really pushing for this match to not be able to air live. They're like, guys, you cannot air this. You cannot do
my
it.
goodness.
You cannot release this tape. This is for the audience and the audience only. And then I guess Ring of Honor was kind of
Did
just
they
like,
film
yeah, whatever. I don't think they did, no.
I mean, they really can't do anything else, you know? They're Ring of Honor at this point. Like, what are they gonna do? What
Yeah,
is
like-
2015 Ring of Honor gonna do, dude? You know?
The other option is they lose Joe, you know, like WWE pulls him from their show, which like is probably not something they want. So that's a little unfortunate.
Yeah.
And then also Samoa Joe this week also makes his NXT debut, like his wrestling
Again?
debut. Well,
Oh,
you
okay.
know, at first he just came out and he confronted KO. This time he's gonna fight. And can you guess who Samoa Joe's first ever opponent in NXT is?
CJ Parker.
It's not CJ Parker as much as I
Fuck.
wish it was.
It was a good
I'm
choice.
sorry.
It was a good guess though, right?
It was a good one. It was a good one.
Yeah,
Think
yeah.
tag team wrestlers, Steven. Think tag team legends, okay?
The vaudevillain, one of them.
He did not fight Simon Gotch or Aiden English,
Fuck.
unfortunately.
No.
Who he fought was none other than Following Lucha legend Dax Harwood, Steven. It was
I was watching the
Dax
second choice.
versus Joe. Let's go. And
Good?
well, I don't think it was that long. It was probably like a 2-minute match where Joe just squashes Scott
Is it, even
Dawson.
is it even like the revival version of him or like before the revival?
I think it was like right before the revival became a thing.
But
so,
people didn't care.
like post mechanic
seen-
Scott Dawson.
You ever seen like the Dax Harwood like promoted with Alexa Bliss, who's like a cowboy?
That's what I'm
farmer?
talking about. No, he was a mechanic. What I just mentioned. Yeah.
Yeah, and like Alexa Bliss like, "Daddy, give me some money," and like,
Oh,
he
wow.
does. 'Cause I think
Is-
the storyline they were dating. I think.
Scott Dawson a pay pig, Steven? Is that
Is
what we're
he?
learning? Dax is a pay pig for Alexa Bliss?
I mean,
that's
I
kinda
would be
cool.
too if I had money.
For
Like,
Alexa Bliss, you'd be a pay pig?
Yeah.
You would be that fan who
Like
just
that one
sends
song?
Alexa money. That's pretty cool.
People do
What
that.
song? I mean, I'm sure people do, yeah.
Oh, you know
What's-
about that one song? I think it was either Blink 182 or like.
Oh,
I think it was
Bowling
Blink
for Soup.
182. Yeah, was it Blink for Sloop?
Yeah,
One of
they had
them.
an
They did a
Alexa Bliss
song about Alexa Bliss, and she was in the music video for that.
Yo, if
Or she
Blink
was Alexa
182
Bliss.
did a song about Alexa Bliss, that'd be some crazy ass shit. That did not happen, okay?
Maybe it was Blink for Soup then. It was maybe.
It
Blink
was.
for Soup.
Blink 182 sure as shit did not do that, because that would be massive if they did, okay?
But they performed at our concert, right? Or was that NSYNC? At our wedding?
I have no
Who
clue.
performed
I
at our wedding?
doubt Travis Barker was there performing. I sincerely doubt that.
No.
But
Was their wedding like humongous with like a bunch of like musicians?
Corey Graves was there, so.
He
that
sings. He has his podcast, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Talks about having sex with his wife a lot on it. pretty cool.
Me too. And so, by the way, with Joe beating Scott Dawson, Kevin Owens comes out afterwards. Well, actually, Kevin Owens was on commentary, so he just comes to the ring. And Joe's like, Kevin, I want a title match against you. And then Kevin Owens is like, well, just because you beat a jobber doesn't give you a title match. And then William Regal comes out, and he's like, you know what, Joe? You get a title match. And then Kevin Owens was upset. Well, actually, it was a non-title match, but still, it's against Kevin Owens. So that's exciting. That's exciting. Steven, can you hit me with your best Kevin Owens impression?
Hey. Joe.
Whoa.
I know.
Steven,
right?
That's pretty good.
Good.
That's pretty good. And then we go from that to, well, actually, no, before we do that, Steven, I want to talk about how just me going through all this shit and watching that segment again, really, in all these segments with KO, and I don't know, I like NXT from this era, and I keep remembering it when I watch this stuff because, like, NXT was so cool back then compared to what was on the main show. Because I look at the card for NXT versus the card for Raw and SmackDown, and those Raw and SmackDown cards are unbearable, you know? But then the NXT shows have like Tyler Breeze and Finn Balor and you know, Enzo and Cass, just classic. It's so classic and it's so amazing, and I'm just a nostalgic loser is what it is, you know? Yeah, I guess.
Accurate, man. Accurate.
I guess. And then also
remember when people were like, I don't watch WWE, guys. Okay, I watch NXT.
You were that kind of person.
Watch NXT. Nah, I never was. I still watch SmackDown.
Oh, you lied to me about watching NXT. Why would you watch SmackDown? SmackDown didn't even have original content. SmackDown was reruns of Raw.
You don't like Roman Reigns but blue? That was a good show, man.
I don't.
Roman Reigns show.
This was when SmackDown sucked ass. It was before SmackDown Live, okay? But what did not suck ass, Steven, is there was some indie promotion in New York, okay? There was some indie promotion in New York, and they ran a show at Citi Field where the Mets play. Have you ever been to Citi Field?
No.
Your loss, okay? I have. And...
Nice?
I mean, I was like a little kid. I don't really remember it. I'm sorry, man. I'm really sorry.
But I see.
Luke Gallows was at this show, okay? And he was there and he was talking some mess, I think, about the New York audience, you know? Talking mess about the New York Mets. And then, can you guess who came out, Steven, in 2015 to interrupt Luke Gallows, to beat him up? Bless you!
Sorry about that. Sorry,
no,
you gotta edit that out now. Get fucked,
I will
dude.
Never edit it out. Those sneezes
now
are
they're gonna
staying
get
in,
their
baby.
destroyed earlobes.
No, you did so good. You sneezed away from the microphone. You did such an amazing job,
No, it's
Steven.
still peaked on my mic. On my
It
side.
didn't on mine.
It like went all the way to the red.
Fuck, but I use your audio. You're right. God damn it, you
wrecked.
bitch. Oh my god.
But
write down the time.
I do remember, right? It was CJ Parker.
It was.
That's
it
who
was
he
not,
fought.
It was not CJ Parker did not interrupt Luke Gallows in a baseball stadium. That was not what happened. You were very close though. You were very, very close. Do you want one more guess? Because you're like kind of right on the
CJ
trail.
Perry.
It was Goldberg. Goldberg came out and beat up Luke Gallows.
So close. Dang
so
it.
close. So close. He hit him with the jackhammer, and then again sent the fans
On the
home
baseball
happy.
field?
On the baseball field, you know?
That must suck ass.
Yeah.
Like dirt and shit, you know?
I don't know. I loved all the baseball wrestling shows. I would go to the TNA baseball show every year in New York, and it was awesome. One time I saw Devon fight Bully Ray, and they fought into the stands, and they were like hitting each other with popcorn. It was some crazy ass shit, man.
No, that's so deadly.
I know.
Well,
I always think about the one comment
for years.
No, that's so sad. I always think about the one comment on our Randy Orton TikTok where we mentioned that Randy Orton one time said the N-word on a live stream, and then someone in the comments
Randy Orton said the N-word on the live stream once. Nerd
oh my
emoji,
god,
you know.
No, the comment
You guys
says,
are the reason why wrestling sucks. Try to cancel Randy Orton for saying the
no,
N-word.
those are different comments. Those are different comments. The one I like is when it asks us, "Oh, you didn't hear? We traded Devon for Randy Orton in the race war," which is like, okay.
I think they had like a race
sad.
draft. I can't speak for the black community because I'm not black.
That's weird.
They also traded Will Smith.
For
Randy Orton. I think it was like a deal.
Oh wow, it was
Smith
Devon
Randy
and
Orton.
Will Smith for Randall. That's kind of
Yeah.
crazy. That is kind of crazy.
I don't know, dude. I'm just an observer, you know. That's what people told me on TikTok, you know.
Yeah. You're just
I
a
take
journalist
their word
doing your
for it.
job at the end of the day, you know?
Yeah,
That's all you are.
just
Just
like a
humble
real journalist. I'm coming for you, Dave. All right,
Yo.
coming for your job, dude.
Exactly.
Also, why is
Exactly.
Dave like why is Dave like the TV ratings guy? Does he have like a history of TV, or is that just like
He has a history of wrestling journalism, you know?
I don't like
So-
TV ratings and stuff?
He was the only good journalist in wrestling for like 15 years until
Have you seen that
You
one
know.
tweet he made? Or is like Raw, USA Network is very excited about Raw's new ratings. Like they're very happy about it.
okay,
But, like, who at USA is telling him that?
you know, all the officials. You remember that one time they did the draft for USA and then and for Fox when they split for the brands again? They had robots. They had the SmackDown robot for Fox, and they had the USA robot for Raw. I imagine it's probably the USA robot that is giving Dave Meltzer.
He's
his
gone
tips.
rogue.
You know, yeah.
he's a rogue robot going off his programming. Dude's like
Exactly.
Will Smith and iRobot, or the robots from iRobot.
Is
Will
that was
Smith
the
a robot
saddest
in
day ever.
iRobot?
That was I don't fucking know. I just know that was one of the days I realized I don't want to be a wrestling fan anymore. Is when I compared the 2020, I think it was, draft for Raw and SmackDown. It was whenever SmackDown switched to Fox and they had "Are You Ready for a Good Time" as the theme song. You know,
That's so
But
today.
That draft sucked ass compared to the 2016 draft with Shane McMahon and Stephanie. That one was so cool. Okay, that was the best draft ever. That was good lucha thing draft, Steven. God.
Woo.
God damn it. Woo.
God damn it. Woo.
Exactly.
Epic.
Yeah.
But
I
don't remember. Do you like the new draft system where it's like they have a bunch of people in like a pool?
I mean, I'm pretty happy that now in like the American military draft, I probably can't be eligible because I had a heart attack. So that I feel kind of
Dang,
good
dude,
about.
you're so lucky, man.
I know, kind
Guess
of.
I won't be seeing you in Russia, Ukraine, or North Korea. One of those will happen.
Loser. You just simply have to have a heart attack, Steven. You know? Steven, you
I
surely
can
got
try.
some excuse in there. Like scoliosis or
probably.
some shit, you know? You got something.
I can't find them. Well, I'll probably be like forced to like community service, you know?
Damn
Pick up
it.
trash and shit.
On the side of the road. For being
Yeah.
a draft dodger, draft dodging Steven.
I'll bring that military out. Like, can't I just pick up trash for you guys? Like, yeah, fine, man. You make a broom, I just sweep
Steven-
around like the base or whatever.
You would be their garbage man, but you would still get shot in the head. You know that, right? That's
Oh,
so
dude, I'm
sad.
fucking sniped, dude. That shit
No.
sucks.
The
gonna be like
sniper's going
JFK,
after the
you know?
trash man. That's so
Dude,
sad.
I'm like JFK there, dude. I'm gonna get like fucking headshotted, dude. It's gonna suck.
Oh, Steven, that's devastating. That's devastating. Well, I was also devastated when I watched Raw this week in 2015, and I saw the tag team of Harper and Rowan use a move that they had no right to move or use, Steven.
they
Luke Harper
use?
and Eric Rowan did the 3D through a table. Okay?
My God, what they call it?
The
3D?
3D?
That's not just their gimmick, dude.
And then Bully Ray got on Twitter afterwards, and Bully Ray said, yeah, WWE should have asked us for permission before they did that. Next time, like, pay some respect to your veterans. And then
That
Devon
happened
tweeted,
this week, by the way.
how the fuck does our conversation keep segueing into the next one? How is Devon in this story, man? This is fucked up.
Devon is like a fucking constant in the universe, you know?
Yeah. Devon responds to Bully Ray's tweet, and he says, testify, which is so true. It is so true. And then
Testify
at
me,
first,
brother.
when I saw that, I got really upset. I was like, Bully Ray sucks ass. Bully Ray seems like a terrible person in real life. Bully Ray seems really annoying. And then I realized, oh wait, I think the Dudleys return in like 2 or 3 months. And then they have that like that last run in WWE. So this is probably
Wow.
the storyline, right?
You think it was a shoot? You got worked, brother? You got worked?
I think I got worked by Bully, which is kind of
Dang.
sad.
You got worked like fucking 7 years ago today?
Yeah, I'm sorry,
You got
man.
worked by a tweet 7 years ago, dude?
I'm sorry. I just always think back to that one interview Sam Roberts did with Bully Ray in like 2016, and Bully Ray was like, "Yeah, I'm done with wrestling. I build dog houses now." And then
I am the dog, dude.
exactly.
I am the dog in that house.
I don't know if he still builds dog houses or not. I really.
I mean,
need
right
to
now
know.
he's TNA champion. right, or something like
No,
that.
he is not. Is he?
Oh no, he won like some TNA tournament. He won some TNA tournament.
Great. I'm so
And now
happy
he's like
to hear it.
feuding with Bobby Fish.
My 2 favorite wrestler. Who in their right mind is watching Bully Ray versus Bobby Fish? Like,
Those poor TNA people in the crowd want to watch like Mike Bailey or something.
that's so fucked up. Who in their right mind is attending a TNA show? Like,
They want to see Mike Bailey. You know, that guy's stuck in TNA prison. You know.
why
Or
is
Mike
he stuck
Bailey.
in TNA? Why did he sign to TNA?
I think he.
That's some
I think.
fuck shit.
Yeah. Why did he sign there?
I don't know. That's really messed
Oh.
up. Does Tony Khan not hire people who fight with no shoes on? Because I kind of understand that if that is a rule, you know?
I mean, if they get fucked, you know, with their shoes being off, that's gonna be bad for Mr. Tiny, dude. You know.
Yeah, guys, don't get fucked with your shoes off. Good
Yeah.
advice, Steven.
Don't
so,
foot fuck people.
Exactly.
Oh, but yeah, this week I saw a tweet, and it was like, man, these WWE wrestlers are what was it? What Pretty Deadly? I think they hugged after a match or whatever, and some guy commented how they ripped off the Best Friends.
No, it wasn't
was
Pretty
really
Deadly.
funny.
It was... Oh, fuck. Who was it? No, it was on main roster. Was it like Gallows and Anderson or
Even
some
worse.
shit? It was really lame
No!
people hugging. Yeah,
They
yeah,
hugged?
yeah. Well, maybe it was 3 really lame people that hugged. No, it was Joe Gacy and them. It was Joe Gacy and then the grizzled young veterans. They hugged, and that's when they were like, "Oh no, rip off
They're
Best
copying-
Friends."
Man, Bailey's like in wedding right now, dude. She's about to get sued for so much money, you know.
No, fuck, poor Bailey, poor Bailey.
Poor
That's
Bailey, dude.
devastating. That is devastating. But Steven, next up on my
Yeah.
list of a week of, we've been talking a lot about the development of this company called Global Force Wrestling, run by Jeff Jarrett. Okay, and they have
I'm excited.
officially announced their first ever match cards. Okay, their first ever
Okay.
2 shows. And I did not write down the match cards because we collectively probably know 2 names on the entire list. Steven,
Cody Rhodes.
no, Cody's not there. It was fucking like
Shit.
Hikuleo and
I know that
Chase Owens or whatever. You know?
I know that guy. That's Kevin's
Yeah.
son.
That's not
From the future.
accurate. Well,
Time
maybe.
traveled.
Shit. So, but listen. This card, for all the names that we've read through before, is like being in GFW, like the Young Bucks and Scott Hall and Kevin Nash and Scott Steiner and all these people, right?
Vampiro.
Exactly. None of them were
Yeah.
there. It's just like all scrubs.
What?
And it's like, what are we doing,
You're
guys?
telling me Jeff Jarrett couldn't afford all these people?
Well, don't worry. I think Gallows and Anderson were there, so that was
thank-
good. Yeah, thank fuck.
Those guys are
fresh
awesome.
off of getting fucked up by Goldberg. He was able to make
Remember
it
when
down to
Carl
Tennessee.
Anderson said he would never wrestle for WWE because of Saudi Arabia ever again?
Listen,
And then
we can
he's
get
doing
to,
it
to
like next
Carl
month.
later. Carl is one of my 6 news topics for current events, so we can't blow our load yet, okay?
That's my favorite wrestler of all time, Carl Anderson.
That's so sad.
People
And
said that unironically, by the way.
I know. Machine, like, he was really good in that 1G1 in 2014.
Is that
Like,
it?
I mean, yeah. And then he was, like, obsessed with Maria. He was a pervert toward Maria. And then people were like, oh,
Good
that's
gimmick.
that storytelling. Because he would chase after
He's
Maria.
a sexual predator.
Oh,
this is
man.
awesome.
Yeah, this is sick, guys. And
When
so...
Bobby Lashley does it with consent to Lana,
then it's a
bad.
problem. Then it's a problem. When Lana gets her fake tanner on Bobby Lashley, then it's a problem.
When
Or was it
Bobby's
the other way
rubbing her
around?
thigh.
Oh,
Like, oh,
shit.
This is not
This
good,
is
WWE.
shades of Fightful. Oh my god.
Oh
Steven,
my goodness.
we need to talk about the most important news story, the final news story from June 10th of 2015. And
Okay.
that is the main event of Monday Night Raw. I feel like you're pretty up to date with everything
Roman Reigns
going on.
versus Daniel Bryan. That's
a
the main
good
event.
guess. That's a great guess, Steven. And you are so
Wait, no, that was a
close.
fast lane. Why would they give that for free?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
That's not. Do,
stupid.
do you want one more shot at the main event? Because you kind of know the title picture at this point. We've done enough of these recaps.
Fuck. Is WrestleMania happening yet, or is that later?
WrestleMania has already happened like 2 months ago. We recapped it.
Where the fuck was I for that WrestleMania? Where were we? What the fuck? Did we
I mean, I
mention
was
that
at
all?
the WrestleMania, so I mean.
Did you like it? Play button was it, right?
Play button was great. Play button was great.
I like Seth versus like, I don't know.
You're there. You're almost there. Okay, you're very
Maybe not
close,
Daniel Bryan.
Steven. You're so
Is it
close.
like Christian Cage?
Seth Rollins, you were so close, Steven. Think people, think groups in wrestling. You have Bryan Danielson, you have Christian Cage, and you have... I'll answer it for you. No, I'll answer it for you. J&J Security. Seth Rollins fought J&J Security in a 2-on-1
Wait, what's the
match.
storyline? What was the story here? I thought they were together.
Listen, remember at the pay-per-view, Seth Rollins lost by DQ, and so Dean Ambrose stole the championship? I guess part of that...
I remember that.
Yeah, it was because Kane and J&J Security really fucked up in that match, right? So Seth Rollins is pissed off, and he's like, J&J Security, I never want to see you ever again. I'll beat your ass if you come near me. And he's like, actually, I want to fight you in the main event tonight. And J&J Security's like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm sorry. We're really sorry, Seth. And Seth is like, fuck you, I want to fight you. And so now Seth is going to fight the two of them. And then Kane is like, no, these are my best friends. Seth Rollins.
These are my bros, dude. These are the boys.
Exactly.
Fuck them up.
Exactly.
Look at Kane. He fucking says, no, those are my guys right there. Jamie Noble.
Jamie and Joey are my guys, Seth. Those are my ooses. And so...
Those are honorary Canes, dude.
So Kane is really conflicted. Like, whose corner is he going to be in? And then later in the night...
Were people invested in this storyline?
I was, personally. I am right now, okay? Because Kane and Seth are backstage, okay? And Seth gets really mad at Kane because Kane is talking through stuff like, Seth, we're going to get that title back from Dean Ambrose. That doesn't belong to him. Because all throughout the night, Dean has been posting photos on social media of him running through New Orleans. Those. Well, you know, WWE got the photos.
He touts it.
He touted it out. And so he's posting photos with the stolen WWE Championship. And Kane's like, we're going to get that back for you one way or another. Hopefully what happens is you beat him and take the title back. And then, if that doesn't work, I'll win them. I don't know, man. Just to get the title back from him.
But, like, he never lost the title.
Well, yeah, but like John Moxley's not just gonna hand it back to him. He clearly wants it. Okay, but like
Chris Jericho didn't speed up some like random Uber for his title, you know? When he lost it to an Uber.
You mean Goober? Why'd you say Uber?
Outback Steakhouse.
Oh my god. Oh, I forgot about that story. Holy shit, the AEW title went missing after like one night, didn't it? Oh my god.
The first week it happened or something, right?
That's kind of ridiculous.
What happened?
That is kind of
Is the title still out there in the wild? Just some random Uber guy just has it?
I thought it got returned. That, you know? I thought it got returned. I swear it did.
No, I wouldn't return it, dude. I feel like that'd be like
his car got like broken into or some shit. I don't remember. Or no, maybe he left it like
broken
Outback
my car for a
Steakhouse.
backpack. You know, I would steal a title.
But listen, Steven, Kane is conflicted. He's like, Seth, if you don't get the title back from Dean, I'll get it for you. I'm gonna win Money in the Bank this weekend. I'm gonna cash it in on Dean, and then you can beat me for the title. We can fight for it, and the rightful winner will be champion. And Seth is like, the fuck? You think you're gonna cash in your Money in the Bank?
Put yourself over? What the fuck, dude?
Yeah. And so then Seth gets
Mark. Who do you think you are, Pac?
With him.
I mean, Adrian Neville.
Exactly. And then
Kane's it Neville at this point?
Exactly. It's just Neville. Kane is like, well, then I don't like you anymore, Seth. I like Jamie and Joey.
My God.
And so it's official. It's going to be Seth versus Joey and Jamie with Kane. And Steven, can you guess how this match goes?
Seth wins, right?
Steven.
What?
Seth Rollins gets pinned during this match clean.
I mean, it's 1v3, you know? The current champion. This is the fucking Jamie Noble and Kane.
Dean Ambrose comes out and he throws the championship into the ring. He's like, here you go, Seth. Here's your title. And then Seth is like, oh my gosh, my title. I'm so happy. And then that is when J&J strike and they roll up Seth for the win.
Do they get like a #1 contenders match for the title?
Oh, like Lay Cool? That'd be pretty cool if they did. But I don't think so, unfortunately.
Were people excited for J&J like to come back as wrestlers, or is it just because they like Jamie Noble? I guess. Remember when he was like in Ring of Honor?
No. I remember when he
Was that
fought
Joey?
Jimmy Wang Yang, though, one time. That was pretty cool. So.
Oh, that's a sick match. That's my cowboy.
Exactly. Fuck Hangman Page. Bring back Jimmy Yang. Make him AEW champ.
Real
Honestly,
cowboy, okay?
Precisely.
He's not a school teacher, he's a partier.
Exactly.
He bangs
lets
people in that bus, dude.
Oh, I thought he just drives people while they bang in his bus. I didn't realize he was the
too.
the fucker. Oh,
His daughter
oh,
also
shit.
wrestles.
Okay, I was really
You think she
concerned where
banged
that
on
was
the
going.
bus?
No, I really
don't
hope
know.
not. I think she like
I
just
don't
turned
hope so
18.
either.
I really like it. Maybe
Shit.
one day she can
Gonna
bang
age
on the
badly.
bus. Maybe one day she
Maybe.
can bang on the bus.
Maybe it happened recently because she just turned 18, you know?
That's true. That's
I
true.
shouldn't
Shout out
say
to,
these words.
to Jacy. We saw Jacy at WrestleMania weekend, Steven.
We
she
did.
Killed it.
She was so
simply
sick.
Killed it. And
I
then,
remember that match greatly.
I'm so excited about that, Steven. But are you happy for J&J Security? Are you pumped that they won?
Because they're finally putting these young guys over, you know?
Exactly.
That's all that matters in the end.
Exactly. So that was the week of for June 10th of 2015, Steven. A lot going on in wrestling. A lot more than what's going on like in this actual week of 2022. But I
Really?
think it's still important we talk about it. Yeah, I guess so. Do you think you're ready
Oh, my. No.
for it? Oh, take your
Okay,
time.
now I
Take your
am.
time.
Now I am.
Oh, okay. Steven!
Hey guys, what? What do you want from me?
Intro the segment. You're the host.
Hey guys, welcome to this week in wrestling.
This is mine. This is
What
mine.
day is it today? The 21st of October. Ooh, spooky news is happening, guys. Very spooky news.
Why didn't you want to sing Rhea Ripley's theme song with me? I'm a little hurt.
She doesn't have that song anymore.
She
it
doesn't have This Is
changed.
My Brutality?
No, it got remixed with the Judgment Days song. Like
How
Finn
does it
Balor's
sound now?
And
It
I
goes,
don't know. No, Finn doesn't have that. I don't think he's had that for like years at this point.
This
the breath.
sucks.
No,
What
you
are
know
they
what sucks?
doing?
Shinsuke's song is just a. It doesn't play the violin anymore.
Wait, it doesn't do what anymore?
It doesn't play the violin anymore. Like the.
It's just
Yeah, just like the beginning.
over and over
Crazy.
again?
No, it's just the one. Just the one.
And then he comes out in silence like Ciampa?
Yeah.
That's fucked up. Poor Shinsuke.
But you know what happened this week in wrestling?
Yes.
Yay.
Do you know what happened this week in wrestling?
Maybe.
Okay. Well, what
Maybe
I
I
like
don't.
is all the news surrounding the DX reunion last week, Steven. 'Cause-
Oh my gosh, that was so cool. I watched that.
Yeah, I loved it.
I didn't
liked
watch it.
the part where they said "suck it" and then
Haha, suck it like their penises.
haha, like their dicks and
awesome.
cocks, and then Corey Graves got on the microphone and he said, "Oh, that one guy's doing something with office supplies now." And then I laughed like,
That
"Oh,
guy sucking
oh,
cocks in the office. That's awesome.
With scissors, he sucks cock with scissors in his hand." And then I laughed and I laughed and I laughed. But Steven, they had that reunion and Billy Gunn wasn't there because, of course, he's daddy ass. Over and
What?
I'm sorry. That Daddy Gun
My
is
favorite DX member, the Ass Man, wasn't for the DX reunion show at at Raw
At
season
WrestleMania.
premiere.
We're all flustered. It's a surprise. I thought you were
my
surprised that
gosh.
Daddy Ass was Billy Gunn. I thought you didn't realize that was the same
Wait,
man.
Billy
Yeah.
Ass is Daddy Ass?
Billy
That's
Ass is
crazy.
Daddy Gun. Oh my god.
That's
Shit.
insane.
This is
Like
crazy.
the Gun Club.
Oh my god. Oh my god. But
Has
basically,
he done that
yeah.
gimmick, the Gun Club, instead of like the Bullet Club? It's just the Gun Club.
Yes, that's
remember
what he
everyone
and the
just,
Sons
like-
were called.
Oh.
Like, as of a few months ago, that's what they were called. Was the Gun Club.
Remember, like everyone made like a parody of the Bullet Club, like
Yeah,
t-shirt.
San Antonio had a group of Native American wrestlers, and they called themselves the Arrow Club. So, that was cool. I also would like to do a blood test on all those members of the Native American group to see what really is going on there, you know?
You ever seen like the statistic where it's like X amount of like people believe they're like Native American like ancestors?
Mm-hmm.
And just don't. At all.
I was one, Steven. I was one.
Wow.
I know. You've seen
Wow.
my mom. She looks Native American, does she not?
She has blue hair.
She that classic Native American.
That classic
You're
Native
so
American blue hair.
Uh-huh. So, listen. Billy Gunn was not able to attend the DX reunion because he works for
Why?
AEW. And I
What?
Because you just have really bad short-term memory. It's news to you
Holy
every
shit.
time you find out Billy
crazy.
Gunn is an AEW.
That was my favorite DX member, the Ass Man.
Oh my god. And so he is not at the DX reunion because he works for AEW, and I thought that was the end of the story. Different companies, you can't have that cross
It makes
contamination.
sense, you know? Makes a lot of sense.
But then it came out Tony Khan was willing to let Billy Gunn be there, and he said,
Was there a reason?
there was a reason. Tony Khan said, Triple H, I will let you have your friend Billy for your show if and only if you are willing to mention that he wrestles for All Elite Wrestling. And then WWE was like, you know, Tony, it's a good bargain, okay? That's a good deal you're making, but I'll do
This
you.
is a good deal right here, man. We can have like Billy Gunn up here. We have to mention our competitor.
But I'll do you one better. What if we flash the AEW logo when he makes his entrance? And then...
Was that legit? Is that legit what they said? Like the fucking corner of their screen's AEW logo.
It'd be sick as hell. And
Yeah.
then basically things kind of fell apart from there, and Billy Gunn was not at the DX reunion. This is so sad.
Man.
Poor daddy ass.
Man, Tony Khan is fucking businessman of the year, dude.
Honestly. But also,
I mean,
why
he's
couldn't
like-
they just mention it? Like, I don't get it. Like,
Because they get more from the competition.
but not like, who is gonna be tuning into because you don't have to promote it. What if they're like, yeah, we'll
mean, it's
mention
just free
AEW.
promotions.
Like, yeah, but exactly. But imagine that. Imagine if it's like, yeah, Triple H is like, totally, Tony. We will say that Billy Gunn is from AEW.
And he just doesn't do it.
Well, no. I mean, that's an option, yeah. But also, Billy Gunn could come out and
Your
Corey Graves could
pissant
be like,
company,
yeah,
AEW.
that's Billy Gunn. He's from that pissant shit-ass company with the lame-ass owner.
The fucking vanilla midgets.
Exactly. So, yeah, I think that was a really viable route.
Triple H, we mention you all the time, you know? We love you. We should talk you in our company.
Remember that one time we had Cody smash a throne? That was super cool.
Remember that time we had Paige say that she hated your boss?
Oh,
Remember that?
that did
Was that
happen.
awesome?
That did happen. That's kind of tough.
You know,
That's
also
kinda
happened
tough.
this week in AEW?
What's that?
You seen the Athena match on like AEW Dark? She just like beats the shit out of like this random girl.
Oh, hell yeah,
it
Jody
was fucking
Threat.
crazy, dude.
That was badass.
It was insane. She was like beating this woman. Like she was like
Fucking
mugging
each
her.
other
It was
up.
crazy.
Hard style, Steven.
Like, dude,
But
it's AEW Dark. What are you doing, Athena?
consent is key, Steven. Jody Threat wanted to be beat up really bad. Don't you know?
Ah, that
Simply
makes
get with the
sense.
program. Simply get with the program. But that match was, I mean, I was going to say pretty sick, but I doubt that because it was an Athena match, and I think she's like maybe my least favorite wrestler from the past 20 years.
You're just sexist.
Okay.
Okay, my least favorite wrestler is Triple H.
Triple H? Why do you hate Triple H?
I think he's bad for burying people in 2005 when I didn't watch wrestling
Ooh, okay. No,
or
that's
know about
pretty
his
valid.
existence.
That's pretty well. You were 4 or 5 years old, so it would be tough. It would be tough. But listen, Steve.
That's what the internet tells me to say.
Wrestler. I'm sorry to Athena, to what's her Ember Moon. She's not my least favorite wrestler, but like she's a wrestler I would like turn off the TV if she came on because I'm not interested. You know, which
No.
you don't know.
I don't
you keep
know.
the TV
Don't know what
on.
you're talking about,
The
dude.
Athena matches stay on in the Steven household.
I tune in for the Athena matches, dude, okay?
Yo, that's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. But listen, Dave Meltzer is reporting some more AEW news, okay? He's reporting that there's a lot of progress in the whole CM Punk brawl out story, Steven. You know, the elite.
There's
the
still
CM
news
Punk
about
drama.
this? That's crazy, dude.
Ace Steel has officially been released from All Elite
I
Wrestling.
thought that already happened.
Feel like it should have happened immediately, but here we are, a month and a half later. And then also, CM Punk apparently is in the process of negotiating a contract buyout, like officially. And
He was
apparently
an
the one
office
thing
worker.
I think you read the same story I did that was completely not substantiated by
It's just
anything,
made up by some
Steven.
random dude on
Yes.
Twitter. And some journalist's
so-
like, yeah, this is good enough for me.
He got
He got paid $20 for that article, you know?
That's
Good
if
on
it's
him,
good
man.
enough for Wrestling Inc., it's good enough for Following Lucha, Steven. What more can I say?
We're not above them, guys.
Nope. And
We're
so,
not above them at all.
listen. Listen. Meltzer reported that the reason the buyout and the contract negotiations are taking so long is apparently the non-compete clause. And so it was left as vague as that. Probably the gorgeous ladies of wrestling, wherever AJ works. He'll probably show up there as a manager.
What if he shows up?
He can be the Mark Maron, but like, because he kind of looks like Mark Maron at this point, you know? That'd be so exciting, Steven.
What if he goes to... I don't know. I was trying to think of a place, but I just can't. Maybe his
could
house,
go to Global
you know?
Force Wrestling, maybe. That'd be kind of cool.
Impact?
See what Jeff Jarrett's doing.
He could fight Bobby Fish for real.
Fuck, he could have that blood match with Bobby Fish. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty
and
cool.
Moose.
And at the same time, oh my god, that'd be exciting. That'd be an exciting triple threat. The sad thing is, I could so picture that graphic like so easily, like CM Punk versus Moose versus Bobby
Moose.
Fish.
Oh,
really
not Moose.
sad.
You don't have Moose in this title match. Is Bobby Fish champion or is CM Punk champion during this?
I don't know, Steven. I don't know. I've for the past like 10 seconds, I've been really looking for an opportunity to say, "Where's the lie?" And I can't find it. I can't find the opportunity.
Where's the lie?
Where's the lie?
We're getting more reaction than him.
This is why we need a soundboard, Steven. This is why we need a soundboard.
We should make that our outro. Where's the lie? Just
Where's the lie?
Instead of like the boss, we just put it, where's the lie?
That's fucked
And the
up.
thing is, it's gonna be perfect because there's like no crowd reaction at all in the background. So it's just his voice. It's perfect.
No.
But where's the lie?
This is so
What a
fucked.
charismatic man.
Damn. What a charisma machine. You're so right.
He's like
But
Christian,
speaking
dude.
of machines, Steven, the machine gun Carl Anderson has been in news of late, as we kind of mentioned a little bit ago.
Did he cheat on his wife again?
Again? When did he cheat on his wife?
Gosh. Oh, you didn't know
His
about
hot
this?
Asian wife. No.
Yeah, he cheated on his hot Asian wife.
Is his hot
Like
Asian
years
wife
ago.
okay with it?
I don't know, but they kind of like made an Instagram post about like how bad it was.
Oh, I do remember. I do remember that.
They're, like
That's
10
tough.
kids or whatever.
That's tough. Well,
Also,
it's not...
last podcast, I said Roman had 5 kids. I made that number up. I looked it up, right? He legit has 5 children.
Yo, well, did you see his twin sons?
Fucking crazy.
I had no clue
Are they
about
humongous?
that. Are they humongous? Oh no, they're probably like 5 or something, man. I don't know.
Are they gonna be the next Usos?
They've got to be the next Usos, you know?
Dude, I feel
It's-
bad
it's-
for all those guys who like are in that family. Like, man, I want to become an accountant when I grow up. And then their dad's like, nah, you gotta.
I feel
train.
truly bad for the Kona Reeves of the world who like really want to be a
Oh my
wrestler.
god, the Kona Reeves and Nia Jaxes of the world.
Well, Nia Jax did it. Nia Jax was there. Kona Reeves, I don't quite know about that one.
Was he not good enough to be a wrestler? I feel like that's what
I thought he was awesome, but I also know I thought he was awesome because he looked like a fucking loser, you know? Like slicked back
the
long blonde hair and a white coat.
I mean, they gave him like the shittiest gimmick, you know?
No, the finest was the coolest gimmick. Nobody told you, because I just like this theme song, I just realized.
They should have made him like
no.
one the next part of like the bloodline. He just comes in. Corey
Dude.
Graves like, oh, is that Kona
The
Reeves?
finest Kona Reeves is here. Oh,
He
my
was in
gosh.
NXT.
And what if the story there is that like he like kind of got forced into the bloodline by his family and he doesn't really want to be there. He truly wants to be with the maximum male models.
Let's go, baby.
And they pulled him away. Oh my god, oh my god.
And that's when we get Mansoor versus Roman at WrestleMania 39.
Holy fuck. Oh my
excited.
god, oh my god. And that's how we get
speaking
Great
of
Black Otaku.
Roman Reigns.
Yeah?
You ever seen? I remember I watched like one match of him. I think it's like versus Drew McIntyre at the Castle Clash pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
And Michael Cole was like naming all the people he beat for the title. It was like, he's beaten Roman Reigns. He's beaten Edge,
Holy
Daniel
fuck.
Bryan,
Oh.
John Cena, Brock Lesnar,
Goldberg!
Goldberg, Sami Zayn,
Oh, he's on that list,
Cesaro.
too. Mm.
He's actually naming like all the fucking jobbers and shit. It's like,
They named the Fiend? They named the Fiend on the list?
I don't think so. Maybe
Oh,
they did. I mean, they said
shit.
Cesaro after like he
That's true. That's true. That's
Died.
true. Yeah. God, a good thing Cesaro has a chance to shine finally now that he's not being held back by WWE. Thank God he's thriving now. You know, you see those promos at work, right? God, Cesaro's great.
He's like, oh, I'm gonna challenge you, John Moxley.
Jake
For the
Hager.
title.
That's who he challenged. He challenged Jake Hager is what he did. So, great.
Oh my goodness.
Glad
I love
about it.
superstars. This is awesome.
And so Machine Gun Carl Anderson is the point, Steven. He did not cheat on his wife
Yeah.
this week. No, he is cheating on New Japan Pro Wrestling. He is their never open weight champion. He is, despite now being contracted with WWE.
Is he still contracting Japan? Or is it just like he just dipped?
I think it might have been the whole dipped thing. I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
Isn't New Japan like linked with like some like mob shit? Or is that just like with that one dude?
Yakuza? I mean,
Was it just
no.
Kota Ibushi was just tied up with the Yakuza?
I don't fucking know.
Was that even like in a
shit.
thing? Is that even real? Is Kota Ibushi legit have ties with the fucking Yakuza? It's just so crazy to me.
Not a clue, but imagine, because Kenny Omega, when he was all like on his break from the lawsuit and everything, and from the what is it called, the investigation, he went and he visited Ibushi over in Japan, and they were just hanging out playing video games. Can you imagine like the Yakuza breaking into the hotel room and like killing the two of them? That'd be so
Holy
sad.
shit.
Kenny
Fucking shaking them
Omega,
and shit.
Kota Ibushi found dead in hotel room in like Osaka, Japan. And then people would think it was suicide. Yeah, like it was like a love pact, a suicide pact between the two of them. That's the question. Who would know? Steven.
The Yakuza would know. We wouldn't.
Damn it. If only we were
Dave
in the
Meltzer, he
Yakuza.
would know. He knows everything, dude. He has
would.
ties, you know.
Dave
Who asked
Meltzer
Kenny
would talk
Omega?
some shit and get himself killed. They'd send someone over to California.
These, like fucking Brian Alvarez, these nerds, the Yakuza, are killing the industry by killing Kenny Omega.
Shit. Damn it. No, Dave's gonna go over to Japan and try to investigate by himself.
Kill himself.
Yeah.
You know the wrestler, Kenny Omega.
He doesn't bother learning Japanese. He doesn't have a translator.
The fucking Japanese guys are like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? This is a maid cafe. What do you want from us?
Damn, that's tough. That's so tough. But no, Machine Gun is supposed to be defending his title because again, he's still champion in New Japan despite his WWE contract, and he's supposed to be doing that on November 5th against Hikuleo. You know,
That's next week, in our time.
It's very
Podcast
soon.
time, not our time right now.
It's very soon, Steven. And unfortunately, apparently WWE booked him for a show in Saudi Arabia that same day. And
But that was
Carla's
hold hostage that one time he said.
That's true, but he chose
And he
the
said
Saudi
he would never
paycheck.
return because of it.
Well, he chose the Saudi paycheck over the
I mean, I
whole
would
New
too,
Japan
to be
thing.
fair. I would.
You would go to Saudi?
For money like that money? I
I
heard
don't
they
know.
get paid a lot in Saudi.
I tattooed a girl the other day who grew up in Saudi Arabia, and she seemed to love it there. So, you know.
I mean, I think isn't it like pretty chill now? I don't know what I'm talking
Well, it's
about.
chill
I don't
for
know anything
white
about Saudi
people that
Arabia.
like work for really rich companies. So, you know, like that.
And that's
I
all that
guess
matters.
It's good. Yeah.
And
Sure.
Mansoor.
And Mansoor.
Maybe. I don't know if they like his Maximo Models gimmick, you know? I don't know if they like that or not. They might not
Do
like
you think
that.
they're
They
gonna
might.
have him?
Maybe they love it. I don't know, you know?
Imagine that he comes out and he gets booed because he's too flamboyant. That'd be fucked up.
Oh no, he could be gay, guys, because he's very fashionable. That's pretty gay, you know?
No, why would you say that? Why would you say that,
Oh.
Steven? That's fucked up. But other news stories,
Oh.
Sasha Banks and Kalisto, they apparently won big at the World CBD Awards, Steven.
What?
Whatever that means. Yeah, they won some award because they released CBD together. You know?
That.
CBD oil. The thing you use to calm yourself, but it doesn't have...
They
like,
made essential oils?
Well, I mean... But CBD, you know? So it's
Why
like
is
different.
Sasha
It's-
Banks and Kalisto? That's so random.
Well, because they're friends. You don't get it. You just don't understand their friendship, okay? It's
Makes
completely platonic, okay? I swear it's
Yeah.
completely platonic, okay? I swear. And so...
Yeah.
Do you think Sasha Banks' relationship is completely platonic with the man who stretches her out every couple weeks? That's not a joke.
That's so mean.
Have you seen the photos?
Mikaze.
It's kind of crazy though. You've seen the photos, Stephen. You've seen them.
He's a very
surely.
handsome man, though. To be fair.
Mikaze or the man who stretches out Sasha Banks?
Both.
I disagree. I would not say Mikaze is a handsome man. I would say Mikaze is quite ugly, and I hate to say that.
Whoa,
I love the
dude, you're
He
like
made
so
autism
mean.
awareness shoes that I almost bought. Okay, I like him.
That guy
but he's
married
not a
Sasha
looker.
Banks. He married your waifu, dude.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I apologize.
You ever seen those
I
like Sasha
apologize.
Banks stand roleplay Twitter accounts where they're like having sex with people in replies?
No, I didn't know they have sex with people. I did not know that. But that's
Now you
good
do.
for them. They're living life, you know? I want to know who those people grow up to be. You know? Like, who are they
I
eventually?
think they're legit older than us. I don't know.
They're not.
Maybe they're just like
not.
office workers. In their daytime, they're just normal dudes, you know?
Oh, shit.
And
Oh,
like
my
they're just random
God.
accountants.
That wrestling
then-
broadcaster girl we saw at WrestleMania, Samira, when she's busy at
Yeah.
her office job, she's actually role-playing on Twitter as Alexa Bliss. Is that what's happening?
Oh
Oh my
gosh.
goodness.
I
We
want to be
cracked
one of
the
these
code.
roleplay Twitter accounts.
Do it, Steven. Nothing's stopping you. You can roleplay as Machine Gun Carl Anderson, and I'll be his hot
Yo.
Asian wife. And we can have accounts together. It could be
That's
fun.
our Halloween costume.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I love it.
Speaking of hot Asian wives,
Okay.
this has nothing to do with it, but Logan Paul, right?
Okay.
He was on a TikTok of him performing at the Performance Center with Shawn Michaels, and he did a
Okay.
buckshot lariat.
Yo.
And it was like
That's more
legit better
than
than CM Punk.
Yeah.
Poor CM Punk, man. Everyone's doing buckshot lariats these days, man.
Which, to be fair, I think AJ Lee is Asian. So, like, in some
He's
small
Filipino, right?
percentage.
I think.
I think. Well, she's Puerto Rican, definitely, because she lived in Puerto Rico for some time. But
Hmm.
I think she's also Asian. So,
She's
the
like
point
half.
is, hot Asian wives, Steven. Hot Asian wives.
This
Steven,
one has a book.
where
doesn't get
have you
cheated
read
on.
it? Have you read Crazy Is My Superpower? It's a good book. It's a very good book.
Is it? Does it talk about like her life?
It's all about her upbringing. Yeah. It is indeed.
Yeah, I feel like for like wrestling books, I don't care about their upbringing. I care about like all the bad shit in wrestling.
Damn.
Unless
You
it's like
Dark Side of
the Young
Ring?
Bucks and like their birth. I think that shit's
Yo, that is pretty fucking
awesome.
sick.
Like
That
the
is pretty
fucking
sick.
ghost shit. Like what? That's
The haunted
crazy.
shit. It's
Was
kinda
that just
cool.
one
It's kinda
sentence
cool.
in the book?
No. Again, the birth thing is like a whole ass chapter, man.
No, I mean the ghost story.
Oh, the ghost story is probably like a couple pages. You know,
Oh.
probably a couple pages. But listen, Steven.
Yeah.
Do you know who the comedian Dan Soder is?
No.
Okay. Well, he was in the show Billions on HBO. He does a Macho Man impression. I saw him
Oh
at the
shit, that
Just-
guy?
Yeah,
Oh,
that
crap.
guy.
That guy's awesome, dude. I love that guy.
I love
Once he
Dan
gets
Soder.
canceled, then I don't love him.
No, Dan Soder's awesome, okay?
good.
And he apparently was working with Stone Cold Steve Austin. They wrote and produced together, or I guess they conceptualized together, a TV show, okay? A Stone Cold Steve Austin cartoon. And
Oh my
again,
gosh.
they wrote it out, they got all like the story together, and then they pitched it to Peacock, and Peacock bought it from them, okay? And Peacock was like, we want to do this. But
Is
apparently
it like
at
an
no
adult
point-
comedy?
I guess so. It's like a dark comedy, yeah. And so WWE at no point was consulted in the whole process, though. Like Stone Cold
like
and
that
Dan
is-
Soder just like kind of did it, I guess.
Maybe it's like the Mike Tyson show. Mike Tyson Mystery Incorporated. Is that the show?
I don't.
You know what I'm
fucking
talking
know.
about? It's like
I
Mike
have no
Tyson solving
clue.
mysteries.
I just know that WWE apparently was like not pleased with the fact they weren't clued in about it, and so now it's being held up. And apparently it's been like 7 months, and Peacock and WWE aren't able to make the show because they're arguing or something. And Dan Soder's
I mean,
upset,
like-
and Dan Soder's like, they need to stop arguing so we can make the Stone Cold
mean-
show.
I mean, like it makes sense because it's kind of their character that they made and the rights
Well, like
to.
I'm sure WWE would be involved, but like, because you need all the characters aside from Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, like Little
right?
Rock.
Like Young Rock, exactly, Steven.
Wait, is it not called Little Rock? Is it called Young
It's-
Rock?
It's called Young. Wait,
I guess he's not
I
from
think-
Little Rock.
yeah, Little Rock
Yes.
is Arkansas, Steven. That's accurate. That's accurate. But listen, I only have one more news story, and it's the kind of shit one, and it's basically
Oh shit.
just that Shawn Michaels did a big ass interview the other day, and in it,
Yeah.
he said that in 2023 we can expect the debuts of both Ava Raine and Valerie Lareda. How
Holy crap.
excited are you?
I'm excited for Valerie and Rain.
Oh my god. Do you remember who Ava Raine is, Steven?
She was in the UFC.
No, Ava
No,
Raine is
wasn't.
The Rock's daughter. She was not in the UFC,
Oh.
unfortunately.
Oh.
But
Dang
it's
it.
close. Very close, very close. She was like maybe on set for one of the Fast and Furious movies, so that's kind of cool.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah?
Just
Yeah,
like Gal Gadot. And she's Wonder Woman.
Exactly. Valerie Lareda was in Bellator, not even the UFC, so you were also wrong on that front, which is kind of tough.
Gosh darn it, brother.
But she does post half-naked photos on her Instagram, so that I guess is exciting. Yeah, that's what Sean cares about at the end of the day. So, Steven, that is really all
she
the
a Vince
wrestling
signing?
news. It was right when all the Vince drama was happening, I think, that she got signed.
Okay.
But do you have any other stories you want to talk about, or have we pretty much done the thing, you know?
For wrestling news?
Yeah.
I think that's it, man.
Oh my god. Well, we will be back next week with a spooky edition of Following Lucha, okay?
Want to spoil what we're watching, or...
Sure, I don't know what it's called, so you can do it.
Guys, we're watching Wrestlers versus Zombies.
Let's go.
And
Whatever
then we
the
might
fuck
do
that
tier
is.
list after that.
Maybe.
because we need
Who's to
time.
say? Well, you have to
Maybe we
fill.
won't. Maybe you've been tricked.
I
There's
think
no
that,
treat.
yeah, I don't really know. We'll have to see how the episode goes. I feel like a movie recap in a week of will probably be enough to get us through, but we'll find out. We'll find out. Guys, you can listen
Goodbye,
next
everybody.
week to learn. You can find us on social media at Following Lucha. Steven, can they donate to us or no?
They can, in fact, in the link below. Unless you listen
Holy
on Spotify,
fuck.
then you have to go to our YouTube page and find the link, or TikTok to find it.
I think I still put it in the Spotify description. So we're good.
Do that.
We're good. Yeah. And otherwise, yeah, we'll be back next week with more Following Lucha. Bye, guys.